since.
No, they're totally normal gnomes.
Yeah, probably just
people.
Just absolute white collar working.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what they are. They're just at home in Scandinavia.
Dad's got a beer belly. And
Mom's real
we know about your
conservative.
parents. And now that you're you again, you could like hug them once in a
I
while.
go see Ma.
Yeah, it wouldn't be just like this horrid, awkward, excuse me, ma'am, could I buy things from you?
Can I get a hug, please? What? You heard me.
So quiet, is talking normally doing it for you, or do I need to bump it up? Everybody give a ah!
Ah!
Does that hurt anybody's ears, or can I bump it?
It hurt my ears.
It hurt my ears.
Hurt my soul.
Welcome back to Mad King, everybody. We are joined on this beautiful, brilliant morning after the day of dual homicide.
Singular
Okay,
homicide.
perfect.
You
There's
killed a
Gato.
dog!
There's Gato.
They're not people.
You did also kill Gato and all those Mad Kingsmen.
He doesn't.
Again,
Same
not
day.
people.
I mean,
You count as you desire.
like, he was a creation.
We'll see what the courts have to say if you get caught.
I'm a third of a person. Do you think I really count either?
Yeah, me too.
Do your laws apply to me?
They absolutely apply to halflings. Halflings have citizenship rights and everything. Like, you just haven't seen any.
Yeah.
I could just go into hiding with the
I'm
orcs,
sure
it'll
they're-
be fine.
Jammed in some kind
Get
of
past
sweatshop
the
somewhere.
entirety of the military first.
Brothers!
Where are the orcs, Oozle?
They're in west.
No.
They're in the east!
The
No,
other way.
'cause-
it's east.
They're east.
Is it east?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
They're all known as the barbarians to the east.
Hold on.
The
I don't know if I
ocean
actually
is to
knew
the
that.
west.
Your notes
The-
mean nothing.
The
I
Great Plains
have
to
the
the
notes.
east.
I answered without looking at the notes, okay? Whatever, they're in the east.
Before we get started in official capacity, I always gotta remember, especially when I'm sitting in the DMC. Announcements! Woo! Emotes are up and running for subscribers. I'll drop some in chat after I finish talking about things. Yay, emotes. Playtest Tuesdays are coming up. Those are going to be starting next month, early October. Look for it. We got a couple of fun campaigns lined up, and you guys will be able to have a say in what becomes our new third permanent campaign here at D&D House through those playtests. Donations page is up and running. Thank you, Marquise. You can now donate, and you can influence the game you're watching while donating. You can spend money on free rerolls for either the players, which you don't want to do, or you can give them to the DM, which you definitely want to do.
Or you can give them to us.
You can
Don't
give
give
players
Ian
or
any more
NPCs
power.
uses of prestige. You can give extra hero points to them if they have the slot available. You can overcap on the prestige for the time being, but you cannot overcap on hero points. Ask in chat about hero points before you do that. Then there is the Chaos donation, the 20 for 20, $20, and whatever the next roll is of the player or DM will be a nat 20. Who knows what that may wind up being, because timing is weird with the 15-second delay between me and you.
Oh, boy.
Anytime you go through, if you so desire to graciously donate us with anything and you desire a reward for that, in the chat, go ahead, put your name there, put the donation level. When you're putting in the donation, you get a little message that you get to put in with that. Put what you want to cap as your reward, and you can throw in a little say hi or whatever as well, and we'll make that happen. Did I forget anything?
October stuff coming up.
Yeah, the playtest October.
Playtest
I announced
October.
that. That's the only thing we're announcing currently.
Yeah.
For
So we're good then.
yes, there are potentially some other things happening, possibly in
Hinted at
October.
them in chat a couple
If
weeks
not, maybe later than that.
ago.
Which is why we have not yet announced those things. Thumbnail.
Listen, the thumbnail for last week's video is hilarious.
Yeah.
I've been trying with it. I need to get some photos of consenting players as well, making stupid faces, so it's
that can
not
happen.
exclusively
Yeah,
me.
like I can send those to you right now.
Do it. All right, I'm going to drop those emotes, and we will get going so that everybody can see what we got. Oop, oop, oop. Oop, oop, oop. Shoot, I forgot two, I think. There's a couple double ups in there. It's just Kenosi. Everybody likes Kenosi.
Oh, Gnose! The lad.
The lad. Speaking of the lads, it is the morning of the spring games start. Announcements are going to happen just basically afternoon. So you guys kind of still have half a day of just kind of milling about. There's not a whole lot going on as everybody in town is doing their last second rush. You guys do have your spot available for the bar. You can go set up your kiosk right now like all the other businesses are doing. And you can start vending if you so desire. The foot traffic for vending is probably going to be pretty light until after the announcements are made.
Okay. We should probably get after that then.
The list field is shut down as well. No more training going on. It is being final packed, set up. Everything is getting prepared for the archery contest tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yeah. You can go train in the woods if you so desire for 4 hours, but...
We also have that weird little, like, not garage thing.
Yeah, I have like all my weights in there.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna be getting a good morning pumping and getting warmed up.
Yeah, you still working out. Dirt floor. Altivo hangs out there sometimes. You can bring him into town so long as you lead him.
He's a good boy.
Better
He's
not
a good
tell me
boy.
about your morning pumps, dude. You're just asking for trouble.
Oh, God.
You guys do not have rooms. The only room has been taken by Agent K. Speaking of,
Son of a bitch.
since you have come back as normal Haraway, are you going to try to fight for your hammock back?
Absolutely. I don't even fight for it. I wait for until he's like distracted reading a book, and I just cut the cord and just walk away.
You just walk out with it?
Yeah.
He doesn't notice.
Beautiful. He will later.
Night passes. He doesn't bring it up. Morning comes. He's downstairs sitting on a stool, kicking his feet, eating breakfast.
He doesn't sleep.
How'd your night go?
Oh, it was most fantastic. Adara and I spent a good little time studying, so he's getting pretty good at interpreting the things that I say. Doing very well with it. We've been working on some minor potions and herb remedies, and just the general focusing of her magical talents, and figuring how she can more manifest them willingly, instead of just relying on that sport talent that seems to kick in at odd times.
Very good.
And then just.
So why didn't you sleep?
Oh, I slept a good couple hours. I didn't get too terribly much because I had some research that I wanted to do on your green skin
I was just about to ask about that.
earlier. Unfortunately, it is quite a mangled mess that you now have as your body. That stuff is weird, man. It's very. All I can really tell you is it's very heavy in transmutational magic, and if you really try hard enough, it could probably be used in some way or another. Transmutation magic tends to transmute things. So if you ever want wings, maybe we could work on that.
Is it going to kill me?
Probably. Most magical things wind up killing the person eventually.
Do we have
She's
an
honest.
estimate on when eventually is?
I've been able to narrow it down between 2 years and maybe 2,000.
2 years.
How
is
long do
fine.
humans live?
Like 60. 60 is a good year to die.
So you've got the odds in your favor that you die anyway.
That is very true, Kay. Everyone dies.
I'm just saying, right? 60 to 2,000 is bigger than 60 to 2.
He has a point.
So the odds are technically in your favor unless I continue to narrow it down. Do you wish for me to keep narrowing it down, or do you want it to be a surprise?
That is a really good question. Do I want to know when? Like, does anyone want to know when they're going to die? Like.
No, that's usually why diviners get pushed off to the side like Adara. And she's just kind of in the corner hey.
You know what? Yes. Narrow it down.
All right, I'll continue on my work then. Were there any potions that you guys wanted me to make at all? Because I've just been kind of writing my book and training Adara a little bit.
You mentioned that.
Any human.
I don't want you to make a potion for me, but I do have these 2 potions that I don't know what they do.
Oh, you just need potions identified? Well, shit, I can do that super easy.
Cool. The 2 experimental brew clean potions I have left.
He pops it open. He kind of like smells and gets out a little bit of gear, and he puts some droplets on. He goes, "This is the alcohol." I don't. This isn't a potion. Did you put a potion in alcohol at Zelly?
I mean, I didn't, but I think someone did.
Oh.
The last one
Usually-
made me jump super high.
Usually potions don't work if you put them in alcohol
Well, I think
because
that's
it
why they're experimental.
messes up. Ah, so someone's figured out how to put booze into alcohol.
Booze and alcohol?
Yeah.
Yes, Kay. I think they did figure that one out.
Sorry, I had a little slip up there. Potions.
Let him live.
So, I could spend a little more. I guess there's some more intensive tests that I could run with this. I could attempt to figure out what they do exactly if you want.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I love having jobs.
But
Thanks,
like,
guys.
don't
Let me,
use it all. I want to still be able.
Oh,
to
I
use
just
them.
need, and he'll just take like a little vial of
Perfect.
each. You still got a good couple uses of both of these. He doesn't even take one whole use to discern what they are.
Excellent.
Any healing potions that you currently have?
Oh, I don't have any potions currently made. I gave you guys the last of the troll's blood, and I haven't been able to have ingredients for healing potions in months. But the woods around here, way better than back at Not Quite. Same technical climate, but it's easier access. The farmers around are a little bit more knowledgeable about things, and so I've just got a little bit more access to some markets and stuff. Speaking of which, Bloodfist didn't really send me here with any money.
Do you need money, Kay?
If I'm gonna buy herbs, yeah. But if you guys want to get herbs, usually Jimmy just kind of brought me whatever he found. But now he's limping and breathes funny.
Poor Jimmy.
Laugh in the
Oh.
chat for Jimmy.
Yeah, I'll give Kay 100 gold.
He like looks in the bag, like, what's this?
That's money.
I've never seen a coin like this before. Why is it so shiny? What happened?
It's worth a lot. It's better than some of the other.
I don't recognize the print on it.
What print do you normally see?
Oh, normally he like reaches into his pocket because he's got just a little bit of pocket change that he still keeps around. He puts a copper piece on the table. That's usually what I deal with is just the standard dollar, right, or whatever, the coin,
I believe
the unit of money.
Right, isn't it? So 10 copper to a silver.
10 silver to a gold.
This is worth 100 of those.
100?
Yes,
And you just gave me a whole bag?
of 100 of them. Buy as many ingredients to make potions as you'd like.
Where am I gonna put them all?
Give them to us. We'll use them.
Can do. And he just like, he leaves half of a plate of food still hot on the table. He hops off the bar and he just hefting the big old sack about the size of his chest. He just goes right out the door.
What was he eating?
He had like some eggs.
It's Ellie's gonna finish his meal.
Perfect. Immediately after finishing, Adara's back stiffens and she goes, grabs the plate and starts scrubbing it clean.
Thanks, Adara.
Huh? What?
Nothing.
Oh, what are you... I heard today is the first day of the festival.
sure is.
I never got to go to the festival. We live here locally, but our landlord always made us work the farms throughout, even through Zeus's day.
Well, it seems like today's your lucky day.
Oh,
You can come to the
I don't have to work today?
You do not.
Oh. Do I have to work on Zeus's day?
No.
But you do have to work on Bacchus' day.
Oh, well, that's a fair trade, I suppose. I have to do that any day. I'm not old enough to work on Bacchus' day or to celebrate Bacchus' day anyway. My parents said that's a grown-up holiday.
That's what the fuck is doing this week.
Yes.
Yep, that's in fact what you're doing this week.
Ice.
Whole lot of
That
ice.
is
Selling
very
ice
true,
and
Adara.
shaping ice.
You think they're gonna have treats?
Oh, there'll definitely be treats.
I love treats.
I'll turn to these guys. We need to get that ice over there. We need a lot of ice over
Yeah.
to the
And all the
stand.
syrups.
Yes. The syrups.
How many? ice sculptures do I need to make today?
Syrups.
Oh, you have to talk to Phil about that one. I didn't even count.
Phil!
Yeah, he makes his way downstairs. He sleeps in a little later than everybody else. Yes?
Do you have the list for the ice sculptures we need to make?
Oh, yeah. Let me go grab it real quick. He runs upstairs, comes back down, and he lays out this rather long scroll in front of you. There's 15, 20.
And you told them I would
Different
have
things.
all of these done in how many days?
Probably got like a week.
To be completely honest, I don't even know what a mermaid's supposed to look like.
Oh, I know what a mermaid is.
As
What
long
is-
as you do.
Perfect, voluptuous top, fish bottom.
Why do they want that?
Like a seal?
Sailors are weird.
The bottom's the best part of the woman. Immediately upon that coming down the stairs, you hear, "Fuck no, man! What the shit?" As Johnny comes down. Voluptuous top's where it's at, buddy. And he just like,
God.
he just goes right past you guys and out the door. It feels like he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's uncultured.
He's uncultured. Beautiful.
Everybody knows Osiris was an ass man.
Oh god. Well, while they're doing stuff with ice sculptures, I'm gonna be working out in the garage.
Zelly's slinking away to the kitchen because she remembered she was supposed to be making syrups and only attempted once.
Yeah, yeah. You have one bottle, so you're gonna spend the next 4 hours doing that.
Yep.
Mark is there, and Mark's willing to help you out. He's in a
Perfect.
very good mood this morning.
Yeah, you gotta kill people.
Yeah, he got a good couple kills in
He's
there.
a psychopath.
He is a little upset that the rest of that adventuring party went, but he kind of understands. He's like, they're Mad King's people.
No?
They made their choice, right? Like,
Yeah, she called me a
Agreed.
whore. Like,
she did what?
yeah, that bitch we killed. She called me a
Oh.
whore. So
I didn't
She
get to
had
see the
died.
body. How bad?
it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
He gives you a little fist bump and then gets
Oh,
back to what he's doing.
I'm working with savages. And they call us the savages.
That's a 28 on that first roll for syrups.
Those
Yeah.
are some good syrups.
Bonus.
And you can just keep that through the day.
Excellent.
You're just going to spend that first 4 hours and attend ceremonies, or are you full on like skipping the opening ceremony for making the syrups?
With 4 hours, I should be able to make a decent amount.
You can make a good batch. Yeah. Absolutely. And you've got the ingredients to make, barrels basically.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll just do the 4 hours, and then if we start to run well, I'll do another 4 hours, like
Okay.
tomorrow or another day or something.
Working out for the full 4 hours.
Yeah, and then I'll definitely be going to the
Isolated from society. Adara comes in at one point and just listens to you grunt.
Oh, that's perfect.
She's got a little box that she likes sitting on.
She's totally gonna be my squire for this tournament. It's gonna be great.
Maybe.
Box was broken and then came back.
Yeah. Ice sculptures?
Ice sculptures.
How many can you pump out in 4 hours?
That's what I was gonna ask you.
How many times can you cast the spell?
I could help you haul them down. I've got floating disc.
Well, actually,
That would help a lot,
that would
actually.
help a lot because then I
Yeah.
wouldn't have to use like spider climb or
Yeah,
anything.
I can just go get them and then you haul
If
the
you
ice
can
down.
just knock down a shit ton of icicles for me, then I can start the.
Doesn't I thought floating disc can only be 3 feet off the ground.
Not if you cast it higher, and then it descends to 3 feet.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
So you cast, quickly break, and then it just descends. But you would then have to recast.
Yeah.
So you could probably stack
I
a
think
couple
there's a
icicles
caveat for
upon
that. as well.
There might be another caveat for that.
Let me see what level spider climb is.
First level.
Is it?
Yes, indeed.
But I do have some scrolls that I need to make today.
And you can always replace a higher level spell with a lower level spell.
That's true.
If you have any meta magics, you could apply those as well if you so desire. Maybe you should think about getting extend spell.
I'm just now getting 4th level spell slots, so I didn't have any meta magics before.
Meta magics are phenomenal.
I know, but they just take up such the higher slots, so I couldn't use them before.
The powerful ones do. Otherwise, they just take up one level.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I still have a feat to use.
I can
Therefore,
give you...
caveat attained.
Okay.
Disc Rider is a feat you can take, and it gives you 30 feet of fly speed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That is a fun one.
Because I could just give you spider climb and
Well, that way you don't have to use that spell.
That way you're using his spells, not yours.
Yeah,
But it does chew up an entire one of your feats. It would potentially have to be retrained.
that's okay.
But
I'm
also-
probably going to be riding it around a lot.
It's a really fun feat, especially when you're a small guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That 100-pound capacity means nothing to me.
Yeah.
So.
All right. You guys spend your 4 hours going ahead and write down whatever bonuses you obtain, and you've got big barrel of syrup made. Just however many times you're able to cast that shape ice.
Instead of one big barrel of syrup, can I have several
Yeah,
smaller
you can.
barrels
Yeah.
of
One
different
big
flavors?
barrel's worth.
Okay,
But you
perfect.
can flavor it as you so desire.
Excellent.
Yes.
We got multiple flavors.
We have to combine these.
Multiple flavors of simple syrup.
I'll have 4.
4. Perfect. That's not bad. 4 out of 20.
See? Easy. Possible.
That's
That's just all my first level spell slots for the day.
to Box's day. You've got
We have more hands on deck. Easy.
5 more days, so I think you'll make it exactly.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy.
Luckily, you're not signed up for any like the 1v1s or anything like that.
No.
That would
Plus,
chew up
like-
any of your spells.
I don't think we charge them up front. So if we're
No.
short like a couple of them, it's not really huge.
Yeah, you did not charge them up front. It was a,
Yeah.
kind of night of. It was going to be
Sculpture.
decided how many sculptures you delivered, how many kegs of cold ale you delivered,
Yeah.
Oh,
So
how
20
well
is
the
ideal,
bartenders did and
but it's
stuff.
not
You're going to make tips
necessary.
plus whatever Phil
Yeah.
decided your per is, whatever that profit is that he was able to navigate out.
Yeah.
Did you get somebody going to tell me
oh
something?
no.
Okay.
I was about to ask if Phil had figured out how much, like if he had figured out that number.
Oh yeah, Phil's got the number.
Okay.
Phil's got the paperwork. He's gonna take that down today and get it signed off on and stuff. He might do a little bit extra negotiating, Phil things, bookkeeper things.
Magic is allowed in the 1v1s, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So I got some scrolls I need to make before.
Generally
That's what
speaking,
I was wondering,
magic
because-
is just allowed.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I was gonna give you guys like some bull strength if you want it.
I would love that, especially against
That
the
would
fight with
be-
Circlets, because
That
he's a
would be
huge guy.
fucking awesome.
If you fight Blitz,
Yeah, that's also true.
there's
Fucking
like
great.
It just.
We'll see the
it's
brackets
first
soon.
level spells.
I don't know how it goes for
Just gonna make scrolls of
you,
touch of fatigue
but I know
and
that
use
for
them as short swords
for
because I have
Paladin
scroll
it's
master.
7 because I just got bold.
And then every
Okay.
time I
I
use
will-
one, I'll just drop
Oh,
the scroll, pull
yeah,
out
it is
another
second
short sword
level, so-
scroll.
You guys are actually fighting today. That's right.
pretty good.
It'll be
No,
That's pretty good.
no, he hid the joust. I
Because
think
it
The
was
functions
joust.
as a...
The joust is the last event. Tomorrow is the archery contest, then the brawl, then the 1v1s, then the joust.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's
Can you still get into the archery? Club?
even though
could probably
the
sign up
Navy is putting on this one, so they've got a lot more focus on the 1v1s. It's still structured in the normal cavalry focused chivalric kind of system where the joust takes all and it's the most entertaining and
Yeah.
the best sport kind of thing.
Yeah. So when we get into that, if you guys want like bull strength or
As a
Do you
druid,
want-
you can't make a scroll of it, right?
I don't have the feet for it.
I can, and she can assist. It just takes 5 off the TC for me.
Oh, okay.
Because I have Scribe Scroll.
But you can do it even though you don't know the spell.
I can do it even if you're not there and I don't know the
Beautiful.
spell.
Yeah, because that would be better, because bull strength only lasts a minute per level or
Yeah.
something like that, or a minute total.
Minute per level.
Minute per
Yeah.
level.
Minute per
Yeah.
level. So if you were able to extend it, then you potentially could get the entire.
Right,
And
or
what's
you
fine
could just
is
make a few scrolls
If you're
of
Or you
it.
can
going
make
to
a
use
scroll.
your caster level
Yes.
for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah. So I mean, 7 minutes. It'll be enough for one.
It'll
Whatever the
it'll
bound
at
is.
least get you through one bout.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 bouts depending on how quickly they go, how they
Right.
structure things. You're not too sure.
Yeah,
You
but
got to
if we can
go
make some
to
scrolls-
the announcements right now
Mhm.
and figure some of that stuff out. Everybody gathers at the fairgrounds. They have the very large field usually used for construction equipment owned by Maze Construction cleared. All that lumber, all the brick and tile, everything has been moved somewhere. And they are using that as a humongous, wonderful area for all the peasantry to gather. That's kind of the festival grounds. You see they have a stage set up on the back of the stadium seats over at the actual livery field for the 1v1s and everything. And people gather. There's some vendors walking around with little snacks, meat on a stick, general things like that, breads especially. Eventually, Jeffrey takes the stage, and he's got a couple of folk with him. You see the dude who sold you those trees, the old man with the pipe that was hanging out with Adara in the field, Sire Arbor. Yeah, it's been his name. You see a weathered, old-looking man with one arm, right arm missing, only left arm, takes the stage, introduced as Sire Harold. He is the keeper of the ruins of the castle just northeast of town that was at one point a functioning castle, now is just a hamlet of bronze, as there is no need for castles anymore by their own say. And a beautiful woman takes the stage with a humongous flowing gown. She looks familiar. That's Johnny's girlfriend. Lady Gwen. A representative of commerce from Ironshire. A worker for the Ram family, but not within the Ram family, at least immediately as far as we know. The announcements are made, the order in which they are going. Tomorrow is the archery competition. The day after is the barroom brawl, as they like to call it, put on by the exquisite Esquitarian. You hear one guy in the crowd like, "Yeah, that's me, woo!" Shortly following that, the day after is the 1v1 fighting tournament. The day after that is the jousting tournament. After that is Bacchus's Day, where several parties are announced. The Wagon Wheel Bar to the north of town is having a drinking competition featuring Taylor's Tailor. Prizes include new suits and dresses. There's going to be a sack race at Millie's Mill, which is, of course, located to the southwest. That is featuring Joanne's Bakery. Prizes include her famous cherry cakes. There's going to be a keg toss at the Rolling Wheel Bar, which is to the south of town. And that features Voodoo Ranger, the brewery from the north of town. Prizes include Voodoo Ranger customized kegs filled with specialty brew. There's going to be an obstacle course made at the exquisite Esquitarian, featuring the blacksmithy in town. The prize, the grand prize, is a game of horseshoes made custom to whoever wins. And then there is the exclusive party at the Grand Tent of the Navy. It is announced, but nobody is invited. If you are invited, you already know. The day after that is a day of recovery and marketing. Finally, just before Zeus's Day, the finals for the 1v1 joust and archery tournament will take place in the order of archery, 1v1, and joust. Squires will be taken upon. And at Zeus's Day, the awards will be given out, and the official apprentices will be given their apprenticeships. You guys, as an adventuring party, are technically last tier for the taking of apprentices, if you so desire to do that. The Navy gets priority because this is sponsored by them this year, followed then by the Marines, the Army, and then the National Guard. The couple National Guardsmen that you know whine.
That guy, can you put me up on my shoulders? I got a question to ask. Let me just climb on you. Hold me up if you need to.
I'll just fucking grab him by like the back of the shirt and just hoist him up.
Hey!
Yeah, you're waving. A couple other people like, yeah, woo!
No, wait, I've got a question.
You keep yelling.
Throw me.
At that point, the squires are brought onto the stage.
Say less.
An assassination attempt.
I need a damn fine throw.
Am I actually throwing?
Do it.
Let's see. Are you doing it? It's odds, evens. It's
The odds of your
odds.
question being answered relatively soon could be high.
No, you don't.
Not
The
the
dice gods have decided.
No throw.
No throw.
You'll find someone later. And
Who's
there
who
are,
feels dejected.
constables of it, your judges. Arbor. Shoot, what are my
I mean,
names
you could
again?
throw him into the crowd and see if you could crowd surf. That'd be kind of cool.
You just
Do you want to crowd surf, little buddy?
let's do it.
The judges of the competitions, Arbor, Gwen, and Harold, will be around to answer questions and act in their official judge capacity. Jeffrey does make the announcement that Gato was supposed to be, but due to unfortunate circumstances, Lady Gwen is standing in his place.
Wonder what happened there.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
something
this have been an
happened
odd
there.
moment for him to recognize you in the crowd?
Yeah, that was one of the main reasons
He
why I
just
was like,
like,
yeah, maybe we
wait.
should get that guy out.
But the squires are brought on. You do not see the young lad that you'd saw with Greenwall. You assume it's because he's already been taken under apprenticeship. You are introduced. You recognize one of these kids.
Oh.
You recognize one of these kids. The young man that took you into the woods and got your tree for you.
Sire Arbor's son?
The guy who you paid 2 gold for a 5 copper permit to.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Sire Arbor's son, Aslo. He is pronounced to have magical talent, but its nature is unknown. A young boy stands next to him. Child Yuri. He has a magical sport talent that allows him to spin. What exactly that means is up for him to decide. All of the new apprentices will have multiple showcases each day specified towards different things. If you guys ever have any interest, you will swing by then and kind of figure out what these kids are about a little more. And of course, the Squire tournaments happen before the adult tournaments for those things, and so you can also watch them showcase their powers and abilities then.
Yeah, we're watching. You're in it.
Yeah, you're in the Squire 1v1.
Just like shave the beard, I'm totally a child.
No, they know that I'm an adult. They put me there.
Yeah.
That's their mistake.
After that,
Watch you just get decimated by a bunch of little kids.
Listen, there's a part of me that hopes.
You walk in, they're like, I'm a grown ass man. I'm about to walk through this. One kid is just like.
Clapped.
But if I touch and fatigue them in the middle of combat, it should be fine.
maybe. Anya is announced to have frost powers. Maria has the ability to blend into her surroundings, possibly with the ability to become a full shadow mage with proper training. Julia possesses super speed. Dimitri is skilled in illusion magic. Ivan can levitate and possibly fly. Emilia has shown talent for enchanting. Frida has shown the ability to heal wounds with a touch.
What was that name?
Frida.
Frida.
Adele possesses the ability to make massive sonic waves with her scream.
Is that so?
Finn has talent with mage maps, both the creation, maintenance, and reading of. Felix simply wants to be part of the army and has no talent at all.
I like Felix.
Bella has a knack for disrupting magical abilities near her. And Caroline can make things vibrate.
That could definitely be useful.
All of these talents, of course, are their child-born talents. They have all had very little, if any, training. And if any of you brave heroes so desire to take them on, the things you could teach them are completely unknown. And their potential could be unmatched. Really what's going on here, of course, if a sport talent is discovered, you immediately get drafted into King's service. You do, if you are an adult, of course, get the option to conscript willingly or to become an adventurer solo and become licensed that way. If you are a child, you have to be then taken up into an internship, or an apprenticeship, sorry. Or you get sent off to the training facility with the rest of the sport talents that don't conscript or become adventurers as well. Either way, the government presses you into service, willingly or not.
Would you say that Felix has the eye of the tiger?
Oh my god.
Felix looks determined. He's up on that stage. He's one of the older boys. Looks about 16, maybe 17. And yeah, he is like fists behind his back, chest puffed out. He stands proud.
Perfect.
You smell like a buck.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the kids are really timid, and especially that Aslo kid, Sire Arbor's son, he looks extremely unhappy. He does not want to be here.
That's what I would want.
Listen, we don't need any more children.
Bold of you to say.
We don't need any more children.
You're right. We don't need any more children. That's the better thing.
But we want them.
But we want them. Oozle wants him.
No, you
The
want it,
brackets
Felix. Shut up.
will be
Exactly.
available for everybody to see. They're going to be posted towards the front of the stage here, and there will be a line that starts at the main roadway and will come around. You see they've got a little hemp rope line already kind of made out with a couple guards nearby to make sure that people aren't jamming up and cutting or anything, to look at where their positioning is or who's facing who and when. And we do have one more special announcement to make. We would like special recognition to 6 individuals and their companions for just a couple of days ago taking on a daring and hastily prepared mission
Oh, these bitches.
into the southern woods. And though it took a turn for the worst, we would like to honor these brave heroes the only way we can, with a rousing applause, acknowledgement, and a moment of silence thereafter to mourn their 2 lost comrades. If you so desire, the call is put out for you guys to come to the stage.
No, but I'm waiting for that moment of silence.
Okay.
Oh god.
You know
to the
what?
stage.
I'll go.
Yeah, you go up and take the stage.
Helmet visor down. Just look like a stonking lad up there.
Yeah, the 3 of the southbound rookies take the stage.
No, I'm good.
No?
I'm good.
Yeah, the 3 of them and you.
It'd be weird if a little rabbit just hopped up there.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? She's one of the casualties. She lost an arm.
With that, Jeffrey does kind of give you a knowing nod. He's happy that you made it at least. He presents both of your parties with a simple silken sash. It is gold and blue in color. And it just has some, nice kind of designs on it. It says, we didn't have a whole lot of time to make these up, but we wanted to do at least something for you for these opening games. And wish you the best of luck in the tournament to come, if you so desire to participate. And he presents you with the sash.
I'll just stand there and really look at him for just a split second, just enough to where he's like, is he gonna take it?
Yeah, he's
And then-
uncomfortable.
Yeah, just make him sweat a little bit, and I'll just reach out and I'll take it.
Yeah.
Tie it on your head.
He presents the other sash, and Victoria takes it for the team as Vic looks like he's going to break down and cry, and Nelson's kind of giving him a pat on the back.
Oh, Nelson's back.
Yep, Nelson's back. Nelson did come back.
Can I give Vic a pat on the back?
Yeah, he appreciates that. He's a very sensitive fella. And you guys are cheered. Everybody loves you. Some flowers are tossed in the air and stuff. Some hats. And then the call that is put out for the moment of silence.
I've rethought my decision.
Everybody's head bows down. And they take a moment of silence.
Yes, it's an unbroken moment.
Okay, they take an unbroken moment of silence. And you guys are let back off stage. To further honor the sacrifice of those brave adventurers from that day, everybody from both parties is more than welcome to any event thrown by the state throughout the duration, and any mundane means that they have will be met.
Am I also invited to the Navy party?
Greenwall's like standing kind of near. He's like, you were already invited to the Navy, but you're at the bar, right?
We're working to jackass.
Yes, you are invited to the Navy party.
Perfect.
But yes, that does include the Navy party. That's how the Southbounds are now invited. You guys were already, but now they are as well.
Well, poo.
We only have one last announcement, and that is for tonight. A special guest from the Bardic Brigade has come down from Silvershire. Justin Timberwood, and like dozens of women pass out at the mere mention of this man's name, is here to do a performance. He will also be attending the Navy's party on Bacchus's Day. Yeah, the women are losing their shit. Dudes are like, oh, fucking great. Here we go. More of this bullshit. He does not take the stage immediately, though. That starts at sundown. That is, as far as I know, the end of the announcements. Is there anything important that could have been missed? Prizes are not announced. Do you guys wish to check out the brackets?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whose ass am I kicking first?
I'll head over to the snow cone shack.
Yeah, you go to Man the Shack.
Yeah.
Phil's there. He's currently like looking at the thing and he's trying to like. Does it just? And he's like whirling, but there's no ice inside. And he's like, I don't understand. Oh, Rabbit, Nvidia. Oh, Nitra. Nitra. How do I operate
Well, you have to get the ice.
Haraway's? Okay. So we need to go run and do that. Great. Well, the good part is because you run the bar and the state offered mundane assistance, we have a small contingency of town guard who will move the ice from the bar.
No, they can't. I don't think they can get in there.
Well, they can't get all the way down, right? But when we bring the ice up to top, they can just cart it from
They
there,
just run
right?
it back, yeah.
That's true.
That-
Just give them some clean wheel
Because
bags.
I'm going to be honest with you,
Mhm.
I don't want to break my back over the course of this week.
Oh well, no.
I'm not a big fella.
No, but I have things that can help with that.
Oh, okay.
So we can do it either way.
We could get a horse and cart from them super easy too, and just use that. They, it's like a no holds barred. If we need it, they've got it.
Yeah.
Apparently, they all feel really bad.
If I spend some more time in the Underdark, I could just make like a little spider mech. And stop doing like spider climb and just like ride it up
Yeah.
the ceiling.
Which
Buckle
well, wasn't
myself
like
in.
actually a thing, right? That was just
He
Harrowing.
was, and he is sorely missed.
There's no one around right now.
Doesn't
He's like,
matter.
"No, like I get it, but like
Loser slips.
I was a little confused on that whole thing, and I just don't want to.
No, you're right. I just.
Okay.
Was it a bad
All right.
fever dream for like 2 weeks?
I just wanted to make sure that I actually understood.
Yeah,
Thank
you got it. You got it.
Let's
He
go.
was
Let's go
just
get a
seeing
cart.
double
and get
for
some
2
money.
weeks. It was always just Oozle.
It's like if I've been drinking.
Zelly's
Starting with the
happy
1v1s. In the Squires tournament, Haraway, you are first put against Adele with the Sonic Scream.
Good.
Yes. Of course, after that, who knows?
Yeah.
You can look at the list if you so desire. I'm not going to just yell the whole thing off until we get there
That's
and,
fine.
and if everybody's interested. Oozle, the 1v1s. Your first... That's right. Your first opponent is Sir Greenwall from the Navy.
Because they're not going to be like, the 1v1s aren't like back to back, so it won't be like there'll be some prep time between.
No, there's prep time between. There's the other matches, of course,
Yeah.
that have to go on.
Yeah.
For you, there's what? I mean, they're all participating plus you. I think it's 14 participants.
Yeah.
So it could take a while to get from round 1 to round 2. Of course, it'll speed up from there.
That's fine. That gives you
And the
plenty of
Squires
time.
tournament, there is no finals at the end day. You just go through that first half of the day. The winner is announced then.
That works for me. I'll just give you time to prep for my next opponent once that match is declared.
That's where it is.
Try your best to kick Felix's ass in the most spectacular way possible. That way nobody else wants.
We're not taking another child. Find
we're
somewhere
not.
else to store
Sure.
it then.
Sure we're not.
Uzel, in the cavalry battle, in the joust, your first opponent is Sir Ezra, the extremely large man with the bushy mustache that really likes animals.
All I can picture is the uncle from Sword in the Stone, but likes animals. It's the only difference. Red
And
hair,
Itzeli?
broom mustache.
Yes.
In the brawl, your first opponent labeled is Tatiana.
Oof.
You get
Already won that one.
a bye.
Awkward.
We progressed to round 2.
She was in the 1v1s?
She signed up for the brawl exclusively because Itzeli signed up for the brawl.
Ah.
Wouldn't that have been a brutal?
That would have been
You
amazing.
literally beat her to that punch.
Terrible.
Yeah, after you smacked her after signing up, she went up to Kyle, the sleepy guard, and asked what you signed up for, and exclusively signed up for that.
Wow.
You do see Sleepy Kyle's in the brawl too.
What?
Yeah, he signed up there. You do recognize that name.
Fuck
The
that guy up.
only loss I will accept is from Sleepy Kyle.
Maybe he's put up against this Kylie girl. Name doesn't seem to ring a bell to you.
I have faith.
Any questions about anybody else potentially participating in any of these tournaments?
Well, yeah, where are
Yeah.
the adventuring party? Where are they at?
Yeah, you see Vic is signed up in the brawl. He is going up against a Sir Tom. Tom, you know that name. It was the guy at the bar from the National Guard
Okay.
with Jose and them.
Yeah.
He was the guy who came up and was complimenting you on the food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Asking about Mark.
He's really
Too many
rotund
questions.
and not very muscular.
Hmm.
Yeah. Kind of strange.
So he's magic as fuck.
You do see, where are my other names here? Victoria is set against a Sir Dave. I don't believe you ever talked to him.
Oh, I'm going to look up my jousting notes.
She was right next to you in the bracket, though. It was almost the two of you against each other, first round. But with her placement now, she is in the completely other bracket. And you would not be able to see her until the finals.
I'm just going to like give her a nudge and be like, see you at the end.
Yeah, she just gives you a kind of quiet, respectful nod. And you see... Vic is also, of course, set up in the 1v1s. He's facing Lady Sarah, that shadow mage that stabbed you the whole bunch of times and won free drinks. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one potentially for him. And you see Nelson is set up against a Sir Kevin,
Also in the 1v1s?
also in the 1v1s. He is in the same bracket as you. If he defeats this Nelson guy and you defeat Greenwall, he will be facing you in the following round. Other than that, Vic winds up in the opposite bracket. Roy is in your bracket.
Oh.
But
Fuck
you
yeah.
would not be able to face him till the semifinals.
Fucking bad.
He's facing Lady Natia with the purple hair. Yeah.
Yes.
The one who made her swords float. Yeah, you did. Close that distance. And Roy watched that happen.
So Roy's gonna kick her ass.
Potentially.
So then Roy's gonna kick your ass.
Oh, dude, Roy's kicked my ass every single time.
And he will kick your ass.
You've
again.
got some
Like,
stiff competition. Of
Roy's
course.
my fucking boy, man.
The rest of the names in the 1v1s, in your bracket at least, you do not recognize.
Okay.
And in fact, a lot of these names, just in general, you don't recognize. In fact, I think everybody else you don't recognize.
Makes sense.
Yeah. as far as you notice, of course, the Joust is very low. Only 8 participants.
Oh. Who did you say Victoria was going against?
Victoria is going against a Sir Dave. And you hadn't
yes.
met him yet.
You are correct. I was
Yeah.
Double checking.
In her bracket is a Sir Thomas and a Sir Cork as well. In your bracket is a Sir Josiah and that Anthony guy that you've seen every now and then. The guy who hangs out with the, that nerdy girl with the glasses and enchants things. You promised that all that Mage Willow to.
Mm-hmm. And he's in the Joust, you said?
He's in the Joust, yes. And he is in your bracket. You would see him in the semifinals.
Tyler's in the 1v1s, isn't he? Somewhere?
Tyler's in the Brawl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he is put up against Jose, the guy who sets himself on fire.
Oh, that'll be interesting. Jesus.
Yeah. Of course, in the Brawl as well, other familiar faces for you. Oh no, I'm sorry, he's not set up against... They're not set up against each other. That was the wrong bracket that I was looking at. Jose is set up against Sir Blitz in the first round. Harsh.
Yeah.
He's in your bracket,
Nice.
but he gets a bye, so you wouldn't see him till semifinals.
Okay.
Your next fight is either going to be against Kylie, the Shadow, or Kyle, the Sleepy Guard,
Perfect.
or this Kylie girl.
Okay.
In the other bracket, you recognize Tyler's there. He's going up against a Lady Cola, Kola. You haven't met her, hadn't seen her around or anything like that. You recognize that ping guy that teleports a whole lot. He's going up against this Domingo fella from the Navy, but you hadn't seen him. We handled Tom and Vic in that other bracket. There's that River guy that beat you up that one time. Won for free drinks. He's going up against a Sir Troy. Never met him. And that's what the brackets are looking like there. Solid 12 participants.
How many total participants are in the 1v1s?
I believe 16.
Okay.
Yes, 16. Any further questions about the brackets?
No.
All right. With that, the day is getting a little long in the hours, but still up. Do you guys all go help run the booth?
Yeah, I'll go help
Who's
them.
selling? Is it just you and Phil? You go help?
Yeah, I'll go help.
That's good. You're the bartender.
So tomorrow is the start of the games. We have archery before the Squire 1v1s.
Yes. The archery is first, and the archery has no Squire bracket. The archery is just everybody.
That's fine.
And you see in the list field right now, they are setting out a massive amount of targets and pace markers.
And he said you could join if you wanted to.
Yeah, I got stuff to prep for the 1v1s, so.
I don't think I'll help with the booth, but I definitely want to try to get the other adventuring party. Just have a quick chat with them about the tournament.
Yeah, you go to seek them out.
Mhm.
You are able to find Vic, but it seems like Nelson and Victoria have gone elsewhere currently.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Where is he at? Is he?
He is at Joanne's booth currently, and he's buying some kind of sweet bread.
Perfect.
Going to chow down. Her booth is very close to yours, so it was very convenient.
Awesome. Just gonna approach and just say, "Ready for this tournament?"
Oh, I signed up for so many things, man. I feel like I should still go, but I don't know. Between you and me, I've kind of been feeling like maybe just bailing.
It's understandable.
Just don't feel right. But at the same point, man, coming down here and trying to get a little bit more fame to our names was the whole reason why we made our way this way in the first place.
Well,
And I don't think the company would be too terribly pleased with me if I came back and didn't participate in the games,
Well, that's fair. Well, I will say this. I would...
Fuck the Mad King, let's overthrow the government.
Well, That comes later. Just, well, I believe you should still participate. It'll be, if anything, you think of it as paying homage to your fallen comrade, showing that you still got the spunk.
Look, I know you guys didn't like her a whole lot, and her behavior around you didn't help. She was so sweet when it was just us. We were just betrothed.
You're saying introducing
Oh,
the love
shit.
interest.
No!
We were
No regrets.
we were gonna wait till next Aphrodite's
Not
Day
even one.
to make it official, you know. But
Not
I
every
was
single
I
one.
the ring was supposed
No
to be
regrets.
ready
Not one line.
today at the blacksmithy.
Hand on the shoulder is solid.
Sucks
That's
to
rough,
suck.
buddy. That's
She
rough.
was the only one when we went to bars, you know. If I'd like order something and they gave me the wrong order, she was the only one who would correct them.
You found you a good one.
It's,
Well,
like standard.
if you do decide to participate, I would love to. We could train together. I actually have some information about your first opponent. Fought against her before,
Oh.
so if that is a decision that you come to go through the tournament, seek me out. I would love to help you.
We'll see how the brawl goes, and maybe we'll talk that night.
Of course,
Thanks, buddy.
I'll give him a solid pat on the back and
Yeah.
mosey on, questioning life decisions.
At the bar, well, not at the bar, at the kiosk, making snow cones.
Yeah.
Boozy snow cones. And just sugary snow cones? Or are you using any of the syrup to do, like,
Yeah,
kid
just,
snow cones,
yeah,
too?
definitely, yeah. Booze costs extra.
Yeah. People are, what price are you selling these at?
Relatively cheap. Like,
The booze
It's
intake,
less
the
than,
ice
like,
is
a
free, of
beer.
course.
Like, yeah.
Less than a beer.
I would. Well, no, because ice is rare around here. So
Ice is super rare
Yeah.
around here.
That's true.
As far as you've seen, you're the only people with
yeah,
ice.
I think like the kids ones should just be like a couple coppers because it's for the kids. But the adult ones maybe like a silver or two.
It does take your syrup, of course, that you've spent time making, and you only have so much of.
How much should it cost for all the fruits and shit?
I think it was like less.
They're not expensive, no. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you sell a snow cone for a couple copper pieces, you're gonna make a profit.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to gauge how popular you get and how fast.
Don't make it too expensive. Does anyone have a praise as
I
a
sure
skill?
do.
Why don't you? Can you give us a roll so we can figure out how much we need to sell this for? I don't know.
Hmm. 20 total.
You know,
In this economy.
in this economy, what you've been doing at the bar, right? A pint of ale, maybe 3 copper. You're selling a good shot of alcohol for probably 7. The really good stuff, silver piece. If you're putting a shot of alcohol in this, you got to do it at least 7, right? Otherwise, you're underselling just your booze.
I think,
With
the adult
ice.
beverages should be probably a silver. Maybe silver and a half.
Just a silver.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you think about it, like,
So
again,
like
the whole...
exactly what I said. A couple coppers for a kid's cone and then a silver for the adult cone.
How many of the kids' cones are you willing to sell? So like I said, your syrup supply is not huge. And if you're selling a couple copper for a kid's cone,
4.
you're going to 4 copper for a kid's cone. It takes a little while. You guys get popular though. It takes a little while. People kind of walk by. You sell more kind of like standard mugs of ale, maybe a shot here or there kind of thing. Some very light talk from people you don't really know, mostly just peasantry, people from out of town, from other hamlets coming through for the festival. And then the first snow cone sale goes. Some brave, adventurous kid, as you've got them there and you're chunking up the ice, is asking too many questions, you're giving too many answers, and just fervently pointing at it until mom buys him it. Takes that first bite and just starts freaking out. Immediately starts running around, overjoyed, and soon enough you are flooded with kids throwing copper pieces at you, greedily grasping at these snow cones. And not long thereafter, the adults start coming by being like, yo, you put like booze in this? And when you nod yes, the money flows.
Just a slow nod of like, yeah, dude.
The day passes relatively quick. Nighttime is upon you. You see the stage is getting set up. They got like mage lights going. They got different colored lights set up along the stage, shining up. There's some rafters built high above, shining lights down. They're starting to flicker in different patterns. An opening band takes the field. Just some local minstrels plucking away at some stringed instruments, tapping on some drums, singing some local hymns. Nothing you'd really recognize. And then eventually, all goes silent as this large booming voice takes itself over the entirety of the field. Bronshire, are you ready to rock? Everyone's like, wah! Everybody starts losing it. I can't hear you. Aye, Captain. The Navy was nice enough to bring me out here. Nobody told them it was over land, though. Everybody loses their shit. Everybody's laughing. Ladies, once again, maybe like a dozen women just fall unconscious in the field. Do any of you go for the concert, or are all of you hanging to stick at the kiosk?
I want to stick at the kiosk after I finish talking to Vic, and I want to like very hastily draw up like a sign that it just says like ride on an orc for like 3 copper, and I'm just gonna be giving people shoulder rides on top of an orc. They don't see orcs around here.
Yeah, you get a couple, silly interested kids with some more adventurous dads that have been loosened up by some booze.
Or back rides.
And some very loose grown adult men.
I also have a question.
Yes.
So, has the name Justin Timberwood reached the Fey Woods?
No, you've never heard that.
Because it's totally something my sister would be into, so I would go just to spite her, but if,
You don't even know what a bardic brigade means.
Perfect.
Like what?
Perfect.
Bards aren't military.
Yeah, no, I'm not going.
Yeah, huntresses don't tend to use battle music in general, of course, as well. So this is all very weird and different. Kenosi looks excited. Kenosi kind of wants to go.
We can go. That's fine.
You and Kenosi go?
Yeah, we'll go, Kenosi. You guys got this.
Is there
Kenosi wants to go.
business?
Oh, I need
get
it.
like
I need
a
to
dead
come
still
to him.
when the concert.
Oh
starts.
yeah, once like the announcement goes out, people are starting to clear.
You're gonna charge Kenosi for a snow cone?
You go home?
Yeah.
You just leave.
I got some shit I gotta do.
4 copper.
Right, yeah. It starts dying out. You kind of like pat
Make
Phil on
his
the
own
back.
goddamn
You guys
snow
got it?
cone.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. You just leave. Oozle. Everything's clearing out. The last little piggyback ride. It's like, oh come on, Justin's coming on. We gotta go. A drunk woman approaches you.
Okay,
God.
well met.
Yeah.
This
Give
is
me
what I
just
was
a
waiting for.
give me just a second as I grab my name back from memory here.
Your wording is important, friend.
Short, bob cut hair, Coke bottle glasses. No book in hand though.
She's drunk? Ooh.
She's in a crop top and short shorts.
Yeah, we like
It's Lady Moran.
Hello.
Hey! Your sign.
Yeah.
You owe me all that wood, but for now, and she just like
Ooh.
digs in her pocket and just like throws some coins. Sorry, I'm just, and she like goes down and picks them up at your feet and then hands them to you. But at the concert.
I count them out.
It's enough to pay through the whole concert. It's like 3 gold pieces.
Oh shit! It's enough to pay for like 2 weeks of piggyback rides.
Yeah. She's like, to the concert. And she just starts like climbing up onto you.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I'll just go stand there. I'll like be. So she's just like
she's trying to like steer you. You know, she's like that. No, come on, closer to the front. Justin's not gonna see me.
Fucking sure. I'll fucking just.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You just start like swimming through these peasants and military men, and nobody's stopping you.
Kenosi will probably want to come up with you.
Oh fuck yeah! Fuck Kenosi can hang up here.
Yeah, that's your guys'
Have
easy
one
ticket to
person
the
have the
front.
chick on one shoulder, Kenosi on the other. It's fucking perfect.
You guys get to the front. There's that little buffer zone where they got like the fence set up, and there's just guards trying to stand there looking tough, but they're all like trying to start bop along to the music.
I'm larger than all of the guards.
You're larger than all the guards. Everybody behind you is just like, oh. People behind you are like.
I'm just gonna look down. Yeah, I was going.
But then a firework goes off. Large explosion fountain from the stage, and everybody's attention is pulled back forward. And he takes the field. The man, the myth, the legend, Justin Timberwood. He's got the head of an owl. But it's a lot smaller. Like Gato's was almost comically big. His is a lot sleeker.
It's a fucking creation.
Kind of barn owl looking guy.
Entertainment controls the general populace.
Yeah.
He has this exquisitely sleek, form-fitting white suit on, pink tie, and this gaudy belt with this huge red gem. It looks kind of clashing against the rest of the look. And then he smacks it with the side of his fist, and light beams come out. And they form a keyboard in front of him.
Oh,
And as he hits, different sounds come out and start looping together. And he is a one-man boy band. Moran is losing it on your shoulders.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like,
People are bopping along. It is music unlike any of you have ever heard before, and like you will never hear, because you are home.
Because I left.
People start dancing and grooving. People are singing along to songs. You don't know exactly what having the moves like Jagger means, but you can imagine from the words of the song that this guy was a martial genius, right? Everybody wants to copy him.
oh god. I need to meet this Jagger fellow.
People are walking by through little splits in the crowd with drinks. People are buying beers. Snow cones are being rushed out as kiosk boys are coming to you, buying your snow cones and then running them out to sell at a profit on the field. And at one point, Moran loses her top and is just going buck wild. Timberwood points and goes, "Yeah, nerdy one," and she's just like, "He knows my name!" and falls off of your back and climbs back up.
Dear God.
Oh,
Does anybody party?
Oh, I'm not there.
Yeah, you're back. You just stay at the kiosk the
I'm
whole
just
time?
at the kiosk, yeah.
Yeah. You make some decent money. At some point, Lady Alicia comes your way. Have you seen Moran? We had a couple of drinks up at the local tavern before the concert was going to start. We were going to go together. I think she might have had one too many. I don't think she drinks too terribly often, and I haven't seen her since.
Oh yeah, it was very clear she drank too many. She
So you have seen her?
Oh yeah, she's on an orc.
She's on your orc?
Yep.
If anything, you could probably just point to the crowd and she could very clearly see her.
Well, there's lots of kiosks and stuff. You guys don't have like crazy prime frontline territory because you signed up relatively late, but not the latest. She's like,
She paid to ride the orc.
I'm sorry.
Points to the shittily scrawled sign.
When you say ride the orc, you don't mean like.
Like what?
Like back at the tavern?
Oh no, they went to the concert.
It does
She's
what
riding
it
the
says
orc
on
at
the tin.
She's riding the orc at the concert.
Like on his shoulders.
I would assume so. I mean, I've never rode an orc.
That is where she was when they left.
Yeah.
God, that's brilliant. And she just like turns and walks away. Yeah. Stunned. Plenty of your drunk friends come by. Plenty of these people you know. Have a couple extra drinks. Go back to the concert. Say their hays. Good couple of them are like, come on, this guy's got it. You should come enjoy the music.
No. Not one for singing.
Ah, well, he plays every instrument too.
There are more than one instruments? I'm just kidding. I know there are more than one instruments.
Oh, okay.
There's more.
Good one. It's Jose. He's like, yeah, oh, you really got me on that one. It was.
Don't light anyone on fire. If you do, we've got snow cones.
I'm saving the real drinking for Bacchus's day, I think.
Are you coming to our bar?
Is your bar going to be open?
We're gonna be at the Navy.
Fuck.
Well, I mean, our bar will still be open.
Most of the town winds up closed. I mean, you guys have the kiosk here. It'd be much more
our bar will
profitable
not be
to.
open.
Yeah.
It'd be much more profitable.
Our
I'd
full
imagine
staff
to
will
just
be at the
run
Navy's party.
your
We'll be at
kiosk.
the party. Where we will probably make more money than we would if we opened the bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Definitely. I
But
forgot
also-
All
all
the
the
drunkest,
doing
richest
that.
assholes.
Part of the Navy, I kind of got to go to that fancy schmancy party that
Yeah,
they've got
we're
going.
going
You guys
there
did get
too.
invited though.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
we're
So you are gonna.
Yes.
Oh,
so
well,
we're gonna
I'll
have
see
to
you.
Close the bar.
We'll drink
I didn't
there.
Think about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Don't light things on fire.
The Navy's tent is fire retardant, so I'm
No, then you're good. Yeah.
I'm not
Light
saying
everything
anything.
on fire.
Particularly
Plus, all those
for-
guys, they, you know, it's pretty obvious, you know, with the tats and stuff.
There.
Yeah, so
When he enlisted, they made him get those tattoos.
His choice.
Someone's following around with a bucket of water all night.
It doesn't work. We tried that.
They tried, was it baking soda?
Did you
Right.
try
Yeah,
baking
and then
soda?
like the song changes, and he just goes, "Oh, the Bernie leans on. I gotta go," and he just like bails.
It's fine.
And he starts just like as he's running, he starts doing this,
Oh,
and you
God.
see like everybody around you starts like leaning back, and they're just flopping their arms to this song in beat. It is strange. You two inside the concert, as it continues going, as the songs change.
Oh, since you're a rabbit, do you want to like also be on my shoulder or like on Kenosi's shoulder?
I would have changed into a bird before we came out here.
Yeah, being on your shoulder would be relatively dangerous, as Lady Moran is flailing about wildly and having a wonderful time.
Oh,
In that
no,
case,
I can't change to a bird because I don't have an arm.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything,
Not yet,
I
it's
could
coming.
just like, cause if she's on my shoulders, I can just like be
You could
holding.
hold,
Yeah, I'm like
yeah.
I'll like hold Kenosi out, and then like you could be on top of Kenosi, and we're just
You could Zhao Fair.
just fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
presenting
As it
Justin
starts going,
Timberwood.
fog clouds go out over the top, fireworks are shot into the air. Eventually, you feel a magical effect wave over you. If you choose to resist it, roll a will save now.
Nah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
all in.
I'm rolling that save.
I would just like to think, like, as soon as Zelly saw everybody start doing the weird Bernie thing, she's like, everyone's having a seizure all at once. Fuck, what did we put in the snow cones?
You're like,
And why is it on beat? Why is everybody's seizure on beat?
That's a 27 on the save.
27 is good. You do not suffer the magical effects. You, Lady Moran, everybody else in the field, you're whisked away. It's like you're flying through the air for a moment. You're well over top. Then you're back down. You're in a totally different city, and things are going on.
We're
People are
taking a
passing by
communal
like
acid trip.
you are in a music video. And eventually it seems that this magical effect hits certain different people each song. Like there's only so many people that are affected, and it just kind of like waves across back and forth on the field. Every time though, it always ends the same way with you. You're a gnome again. You're like in your original body in these illusions. And this weird owl man is just like shirtless, ripped, seductively dancing, and just like in a white room together. And every time that seems to happen to you, there's just like squeals of joy from the women. The effect on dudes is different, but I cannot describe it to you, for you have not seen it.
I'm just sitting here like.
I mean, sometimes.
Yeah.
What would Kenosi see?
Just cherry cakes.
just cherry cakes just floating in the air.
Cherry cakes and owl heads.
The owl man just giving him cherry cake after cherry cake.
Yeah.
Couple circus peanuts. Oof. The concert continues. Does anybody have any other kind of business for that? As there is nothing else for me to give to you tonight.
Absolutely.
Yes. Back home.
So back home,
Kay's there.
Kay is there.
There's boxes everywhere.
Kay, what have you done?
Oh, you guys said that you would use the herbs that I bought and don't worry about storage, so I wouldn't spend all that money on herbs. The second shipment should be here like next week.
You got a lot of work ahead of you, buddy.
You got plenty to go around. You mind if I dip into some?
Oh yes, of course. That's that's what I was given money for.
Right. Well, the storage is someone else's problem then.
This is a
It's not for us small guys, eh?
That's kind of what I was figuring. That's what it seemed like Billy was saying.
Cool.
No, but yes.
Just take, up like
Just spell
empty
it
out a
out
box.
for
Yeah, and just kind
That's so
of
much
choice
more fun.
cut.
Yeah.
So much more fun.
What do you have for the night as you do not attend the
$100 and
concert?
said go wild.
Make
I
some
gave a
scrolls.
7-year-old
Yeah.
You
$1,000.
gave us
You can handle that.
7-year-old
Just with
$1,000.
You don't gotta tell me what you make.
Yeah, I
I
got
trust you.
plenty
Said
of time.
go
Yeah.
wild.
You rule it an hour per 1,000?
I gave
Hour per 1,000.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
I got plenty of time then.
so I
Yes,
gave him
cool.
100 gold.
Cool. Yeah, I'll work that out
Times
then.
10 for silver 3,000 times 10. I gave him 10,000.
You gave a 7-year-old $10,000
Yes.
and said go wild.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
That's what happens.
He doesn't understand what purchasing power he had.
That's fine. Jesus.
Think of all the potions we will have.
What is Adara up to?
Adara is
With me.
organizing. No.
No?
No.
Not at the
Okay.
concert, right?
I mean, I would have taken her to the
No,
festival
think
bit.
of how
Okay.
many drunk people would be
Asking for
accidentally ordering her around.
shit. Yeah.
I guess that's
Not a good plan.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, she'll be back at the bar.
Okay. All right.
She'll definitely be there when that
She
tournament starts.
she totally came by for a little bit of like market stuff. You got her some little sweets or whatever, got her one of the snow cones, but before the sun went down, you had to have shipped her off before all the like drunken festivities started and all the concerts and crazy
Seems
shit.
like a reasonable parental thing to do, so sure.
Yeah.
Considering the entire crowd just took acid together.
Maybe that would fucking tap into her quirk. She her fucking her thing.
She'd have a vision quest.
You never fucking know. And then fucking after the concert, she's like, I know everything.
The owl spoke to me.
Yeah, spoken. Is there anybody in the crowd that you seek out? Is there any way you wish for your night to end? Or do you just head back peacefully and...
Yeah, freaking.
How are you gonna get rid of your drunk chick?
I need a fortitude save from her. Whoa! She fucking holds it well.
She's a champ.
Yeah, she does not puke all over your head and back and chest.
Dope.
Much
Dope.
appreciated.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
You bringing her home? Gonna piss me off some more?
Fucking no, like once the concert's over, like I'll just like walk back to our kiosk and just remove her.
Yeah, you go back to your kiosk and she's like, woo, woo, more, next, more. Everything's quiet. People are like shuffling away. The kiosks are, closing down. You just like,
Concert's over.
and you put her down. She's like, but, oh bother.
How did it feel being like 9 feet tall?
I don't think I'd like it. I like taller men. I've never met a 10-foot man. And she just kind of like ponders to herself for a moment and just starts stumbling away.
I'm gonna walk her home.
Where is home?
I don't know. I'll ask her.
Oh, I'm with... Where's Anthony? He knows. Where we...
Did Anthony attend the concert?
Yeah, you didn't see him.
Okay, no, as we're getting back and people are filing out, I'm just gonna call out, Anthony!
Through the crowd, a head like pops up and just like to you immediately, and he just starts pushing his way through. He looks erratic. He's sweating like a beast, and he gets up. He's like, "Oh my god, what happened?" And she's like, "I wrote him all fucking night," and he's just like, "You what?" And he just like looks at you. He's getting red in the face. She what?
I'm just gonna point to the sign.
And he's like, "You offer what?"
Yeah, 4 copper. I think it's a pretty good deal. Well, anyways, I believe this is yours.
And he just like, and just like go to hand her to him. He just like grabs her, and she looks almost as as much a child in your hands as in his for that brief moment. As he's just like,
Is she still topless?
no. She,
Oh.
you were able to get. Well, did you pick it up and give it back to her?
You didn't think of it till now, so no.
Yeah, probably not. No.
Oh, then no, she's still absolutely.
Because like
topless.
honestly, like I probably wouldn't have even noticed.
Probably.
Because like
Yeah.
she's up there. I'm not like. So like I'm just here watching the concert. She was just there for the ride.
This is the first time you've seen. Yeah, you pop her off, hand her, and he's just like, "Ha!" And you're just like, "Oh, nice."
Exactly. You're like, nice.
Yeah, he like immediately he takes off his shirt and just like shoves it over. It's just oversized on her, and she's flailing the sleeves around like a madman. And she goes, "More booze!" And she goes to like roll up her sleeves. He grabs her sleeves and ties them together a couple of times, and he just goes, "No." And he picks her up and takes her away.
Nope. Get her home safely, friend. Good seeing you again.
He goes, yeah. He's out.
I'll just meander my way.
You just walk back,
Yeah.
happy as a clam, no booze ingested. You close up shop, head back. You head back with Oozle, I assume. The night passes uneventfully. Is in town. There's not any traffic, really. All the drunkards are outside the wall for once.
So first day is just archery, right?
First, yes.
Okay.
When you guys awake in the morning, it is the archery competition.
Do I
Awesome.
have time?
I'm going to just be training the entire night.
The entire night?
That's what I said.
Oh, God.
Okay.
And then as a morning...
Take your 8 hours bonus.
Yeah, and that's 2, right?
Right now, take the 1 per hour, because that's what we've been doing, and that's what I've given the NPCs.
One
Plus 1 bonus per hour spent. Have you been doing it differently?
I have been doing it 1 point every 8 hours. Or I've been doing 2 points every 8 hours.
Can you easily convert yours to his system?
Oh, I can adjust that because I just literally need to multiply all that by 4.
It's not gonna matter regardless, because I'm just gonna tailor what the NPCs have to that exact same regiment. So if you keep the 2 per, it makes the math a lot easier. I'll change the NPCs over easy.
So what do you want to do?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because I thought it was just 1 point every 4 hours.
No. Should be 2 points every 4 hours.
I don't want to math. Right?
With the system we were moving to.
I'm gonna fuck shit up with my short sword scrolls.
Hopefully.
So, I'm like at 10 and a half. Do you want me to go ahead and do the 11?
Yeah, just round it up.
Okay.
So right.
I mean, make it 12 so that it's easily divisible by 4.
All right, so are we doing it now just 1 per 4
2
hours?
per 4, so
2
double
per
your
4?
bonuses.
Okay.
2.
And you've got 8 hours tonight to spend. 2 points per 4 hours spent.
Okay, so then I'm
Yes.
at 24.
So, yes, I
Okay.
need to multiply all my stuff by 2.
And they have to be spent in the increments of 2, of course. The morning comes. You were...
Oh, yeah, it's just one. Would there be time to make, like, another ice sculpture?
Do you have any more spells to do that?
Well, like you were saying, I could use a higher spell slot.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So there's probably just enough time for one more, I would think.
It does take a lot of time to cast the spells.
But it's probably pretty late, isn't it?
It's pretty late.
Yeah, let's just do one more. And
Okay.
then we'll go to bed.
One more you get knocked out? Yeah,
Mhm.
easy. 6 down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Or no, 5 down.
5 down. You awaken in the morning. Scrolls made, ice sculptures done. No hangovers. You guys did not partake in the opening night of festivities. Just made money and carried drunk women around.
Amount of drinking.
Well, yeah, but a normal amount of drinking to you does not produce a hangover.
It does not.
So
Anyone else in the party though?
anyone else in the party might kill because half of the party is at best half your size.
Mm-hmm.
Haraway doesn't drink at all.
Right.
As on top of
You're
that.
saying the rabbit is half my size?
No, I'm saying at best half your size.
Okay.
At worst, a rabbit.
Right.
Like the size of your head.
Oozle might be able to contend for a while, but even Oozle doesn't have the sheer amount of experience that your liver does.
Tolerance is a bitch.
So mercies are for, it's fine.
That's what the mercies are for. He doesn't have the mercy for drunkenness.
Nope,
Mercy for
but I do
fatigue.
have the mercy for fatigue, so I'm gonna slap me with that as soon as
Yeah,
that morning comes
yeah,
around.
exactly. Slap yourself with that. You're feeling fresh as a daisy-ish.
Yeah, fuck.
You're tired, but it's not like hindering you tired. You still feel like you shouldn't do that frequently, but
Probably not.
you know, keep going. Plans for the mornings, plans for the day as the archery tournament comes about.
To assess how much syrup we went through.
How much syrup are you willing to have went through?
I mean, like a snow cone is just like, you know, a couple squirts. Usually.
Yeah, like a shot.
Half?
Oh, you easily went through that. Yeah. So you would have had to have cut off
Then-
children's snow cone sales through the night, or flavored snow cone sales throughout the night.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with half.
Okay.
And then I'm definitely gonna.
Spend the day making some more.
Yeah, that's a 20 total.
Can you
to
break
make
down
it
some
work.
Yeah, fantastic. Just the whole day or the first half of the day?
The first half.
I got everything I needed
Okay.
to get done last night, so like I'm.
Phil's gonna go man
prepped.
the kiosk. There's not a whole lot of people drinking in the morning, but breakfast beer, of course, is a very common practice here, as the water is not clean.
Is there an area, so they took down like the actual training fields, is there like another area that they set up where people could train?
You have your dirt weight area.
Yeah,
In the
you
side of
do
the
just
bar.
kind of have.
Yeah, that's
You could go.
But that's
find
just
the
for lifting.
things
If you want to like
downstairs.
charge around with Altivo, you could see if you could just use the Exquisite Esquitarian's grounds. I mean, you bought the horse from there. You keep the horse there. There's no reason you can't ride around there as well.
yeah, sure, I'll do
Yeah,
that.
it just costs a silver piece to rent a section of field. If you need it to be exclusive, it's 2 silver.
I'll do 2 silver,
Okay.
and then I'll just be.
Not a whole lot of anybody else comes around. There's some other little, prancing here, there's like a lesson that's going on, but most people are at the tournament.
Yeah, I don't care about the archery. So
Alright.
I'm just gonna do. How long would you say, like 8 hour?
8
or,
hours.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just do that.
Spin days and 8-hour shifts.
Oh, dude,
First half of the day,
I have so many.
This one's gonna help me
bonuses.
break down some ice so I can make 4 more.
4 more ice
Sculptures.
sculptures. Fantastic. Second half of the day. Does anybody want to go watch the archery competition at all?
You're not in it, right?
No.
Yeah, no, I guess not.
I don't plan on taking any other children, so it doesn't matter who wins if it's a squire.
I feel like Kenosi probably would want to go be around people, so
Josie wants to go be around people. Adara really wants to be at the fair.
Oh, does Adara want to be at the fair?
Oh, absolutely. Of course she does. She's
or
never
rather
been.
at the archery particularly, because I mean,
She what does she care what event she goes to? All she's doing is listening.
fucking sure.
The announcers make it sound exciting regardless, right? So,
We can take Adara and Kenosi. I'll take Adara, Kenosi, and the rabbit.
all right. You guys go for the second half of the day.
To the Phil and Johnny.
So they have gone from the big elimination bout where they simply had all the archers line up. They did a volley of 3. One at, the low range increment, medium, and then long range. And then they totaled the averages of their shots and then got rid of literally half of them from those 3 volleys. They were at a little bit of a break period as you guys come up. They're coming into not necessarily a bracketed competition, but it is more or less like a bullseye competition. You see a lot of familiar faces, those twins hanging out. Oh, where was their fucking names? I've got them written down. Do I have them written down on this paper? I do not have them written down on that paper. They're written down on this paper. Darren and Nick. Both sitting there doing their shooting. You don't seem to recognize any of these other names. Out of the squires, Aslo is killing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like him. Before you go too far, do you really care in your character about the archery?
No.
Okay, about halfway through the archery, we're just gonna go take off and wander through vendors.
Yeah, and that's totally fine.
Okay.
I'm just kind of giving you guys a little bit of a standing here with things.
Okay.
More or less for people who might be interested. Aslow's killing it. This is most certainly, he seems very confident that this is going to be his best event. Most of the other squires are gone. That Felix kid is still in it to win it.
Felix.
And who is the other one that would be in there? Was the Amelia girl. And you see under the name of John Smith, an extremely old, grizzled man in a cloak. He's hunched over,
It's Mark.
walking funny,
What are you talking about, man? That's Robin Hood.
That's what I was
big crooked nose sticking out from under, huge bushy mustache and eyebrows. And he is splitting his own arrows.
It's Robin Hood, like we said.
If anything, this old fucker, he's the guy who's gonna fucking win. Even these magically enchanted archers, the twins, Darren and Nick, who both were shooting very, very well. You think this random old dude's got it over him? He's not in under a sir. He's not from the military. He's just some peasant guy.
Keep an eye out for the sheriff of Nottingham. He's looking for him.
Keep an eye out.
That's great.
You go around to vendors. Any particular vendors that you guys are looking for?
Joanne's.
Yeah, Joanne's is out and about. She's got, it's afternoon at this point. She's got some dinner rolls coming out, so lots of sweet cakes and treats, sweet breads.
Yeah, Dara knows
Nut
some more
rolls.
sweets.
Oh yeah, Adara's all over the sweets.
We need to stop by our own and get them each a snow cone.
Yeah.
Um,
Phil's sitting there. He's got a couple military guys at this point, and they're just cranking the snow cone machine like crazy.
Because we have.
And he's like,
Nice.
"Hey guys,
hey.
yeah, what do you? Yeah, of course." And he just hands one to Adara. He grabs one. And he just grabs a bottle of vodka and just. Hands it to you.
Perfect.
Do you?
Cherry for Knossi.
Yeah, we got that. Hands it to Knossi. Knossi freaks out. He takes it all in one bite. Are you riding Knossi?
Yeah.
I need a ride check
Okay, dope.
with one arm, so you are of course taking your -2 penalty to this.
Good thing I did put some points in that. 18 minus 2, so 16.
No way. You are
Damn.
bucked off as Knossi immediately just like starts reeling and rolling around in the dirt, grabbing his head and squealing.
Oh no.
And in your brain, in your mind-to-mind connection, you just hear, "Pain! Delicious pain!
It's okay, buddy. You just gotta eat slowly.
Oh God, it hurts! The cold, it burns us! It burns us!" After a
His
riddle,
tongue to the roof of his mouth.
after a little rolling around, it subsides, and he stands up for a moment and goes, "Oh! And then he looks in his snow cone.
Would a lesser
His
restoration
half snow cone
remove
is
that?
on. Yeah, absolutely.
I
It's a
hit him
status
with
effect.
that, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of gets up, he shakes his head, he goes, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah.
And he grabs the cone off the ground and just right back into it. He did not learn.
He said, "Oh, thanks."
Do you let him ride this one out?
Yeah.
Yeah, he rides this one out. And then he looks back at Phil and Phil just
Yeah.
looks at you like,
Knossi, just eat it. You got it slowly. Just Phil, show him the spoon.
"Spoon?
We don't have any spoons.
No, you've just been
Oh shit. You just got
little
just
like, maybe
little
wrapped
bites.
leaf or parchment cup.
little bites, Knossi. Little
Gets
ones.
another one.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, just little. There. Okay, you got it.
And right back. Yeah.
He'll be fine.
He'll attempt that as many times as you allow him.
He'll get it
Speaking
eventually.
of status effects, Have you fixed her shoulder yet? With restoration?
Yeah, there's some things we all need to discuss tonight because I'm fighting tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What other kiosks? What else are you guys looking for?
I'm assuming there's gonna be like some kiosks with like kids' toys.
Yeah.
or things
Absolutely,
like that.
yeah.
Perfect.
There's
That's what I was
kiosks from
gonna say.
Ironshire and stuff. There's kiosks from around Leadshire with some of their wares and things. They have weird, like, little wind-up toys that move around, much more mechanically advanced than anything you've seen. They got some fun toys, yeah. All kinds of. So you go through some toy stores. Adara's like feeling them and getting excited, but she doesn't seem to be
Get her something that's noisy.
terribly into toys.
Yeah.
There are some like children's instrument stores. They got
Yeah.
little, the little trumpets and
Oh my
stuff
God,
that
get
you
her
can
a
go in.
recorder.
Get her a
brass
kazoo!
horns. There's a kazoo. There's recorders.
Every parent's worst nightmare. Do it.
Little brass horns. All kinds of fun things.
What does she seem to be interested in the most?
As she's kind of feeling around, she needs explanation with most of them.
Yeah.
And the people at the kiosk help her as much as they can. As far as it goes, the simpler the better, really. She's super into, what's it called? The little, not piano, but it's got the little wires that you play and it makes the sweet sounds. She's super into that, but God, just navigating it while blind is difficult.
She just needs time with it. She can.
Yeah, she needs, you think with a little time with it, she could be pretty decent.
Stevie Wonder's one of the best piano players. Fucking hell
Yeah.
yeah.
She
She
just
figured it out.
just like any 10-year-old kid gets that brass horn and makes just that super loud blast. And she just
Let's get her both. Get her the.
Yeah, we're
we
getting
can get her
both.
the little piano.
yeah, they're not too terribly expensive. Well, expensive for like
Normal
a commoner, but
Yeah.
for you spend like a gold piece for both
Expensive
of them.
peasants.
Yeah. Ooh. Champion of the people, or yeah, sure.
No, champion of the animals.
Champion of the animals. Animals are poorer than the people.
That's why they need a champion.
That's why they're a champion. Yeah.
A champion with wealth.
The bears need jobs.
They have a job. Bearheim.
Be bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't see any bears hired there when you were going through. No.
Nope.
Just the lushies.
We'll have to remedy that.
Jeez.
No, we're not going back to that travesty.
Bears.
What are you talking about?
Bears do not the engineers make. It doesn't work out.
You say that now.
Does Kenosi like any of the toys?
Only in Russia.
Oh, Kenosi gets super into this little duck that's feet are wheels, but they're oblong, so it like waddles. It's on a little leash, and you pull it, it just waddles as it goes.
Does it quack every now and then?
No, it does
Aw.
not. But the mouth has a little there's a little click on one of the wheels, so every time it rotates, the mouth is dropped and then it clicks back up.
Well, we do have
That's what makes
somebody
this
who's
little,
really
like,
good
rattle
at
sound.
smithing, and he can make it
You
quack.
could maybe make it quack.
You can
Maybe.
make it quack.
It just makes a little rattle sound, really, as it goes.
Can I get that too?
Oh yeah, easy. Couple silver, no worries.
I'm just trying to think of like how I would go about that then. It would have to be like a
Almost like a bellows, but with
illusionary
the
magic. The
Message.
Ghost sound maybe?
I was
You
thinking
put a
ghost sound,
in.
and then but figuring out how to time it would be interesting.
Yeah,
It would have to be on like a spooled
a
string.
trigger spell with that.
Like every few
Strange.
It's also
rotations.
expensive.
Well, we love Kenosi.
I don't
You're
love
willing to give me
Kenosi
1,000
that
gold.
I'm like, Haraway doesn't love Kenosi that much.
Kenosi already has 2 magic items. How many do you guys have?
I've got a bendy straw.
Yeah, you got the bendy
You
straw.
have a bendy straw.
Kenosi has more magic items than we do.
He does.
Fucking love.
You got 3.
You got 3?
Yeah.
You got 1 more than Kenosi.
I have
You have
3
a
and then
magic
scrolls.
halberd.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
And
Kenosi
magic
has 3
armor.
because he still has one of those gems of Wondrous power.
Yeah, I guess my armor was just in
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soon I'll have a magic arm. You have a magic
Trust me, I'm
leg.
bringing out the other one for the
No,
event.
it's just a normal
It's just a
leg.
mechanical leg.
Yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
do
That
have a
child's
magic
never going to be the
You
same
have a magic
again.
arm.
Maybe.
item.
Don't
Here,
you have
catch.
2 magic arms?
I have 2 magic
You have 2
arms.
magic arms.
And a bendy straw. I've got 3.
Arms don't count as items, they're attached to you.
I'm gonna have a magic
You're
arm.
going to have a magic arm.
Do you have tech? Is your leg magic?
No, it's just mechanical.
Just a mechanical, yeah.
It's
Just a
masterwork
fantastical
leg.
mechanical.
Yeah.
Nope.
What else would be there that a blind child might enjoy?
perhaps some new clothes.
Yeah, something.
Like I
that
said,
feels
there
nice.
are vendors all the way from Ironshire, all the way from the other side of the poison swamps that have come down for this event to set up their wares and stuff. So you can get much nicer
Is there anyone
things
that
than you
has
can get at like
exotic
tailors.
houseplants and things?
If you get her,
Absolutely, yes.
Is there anywhere that sells chocolate?
No.
Ooh.
if you get
Because
her,
unfortunately they are at war with the nation who has a monopoly on cacao.
Well, I'm still looking for it.
You can keep looking.
I will grab your pant leggings.
There's like a white
Nice.
chocolate equivalent, because white chocolate doesn't have any actual cacao in it. So there are sugary sweets equivalent. Most of them though are like honey or fruit based.
Yeah, that's not the same.
There's gummies. Gummies are real fun. Lots
if
of
you
jelly tarts and
if you
things
buy
like
a
that.
Dara like a really nice like dress or something, I'll totally reimburse you.
There is some coconut.
Kenosi loves coconut.
Knossi loves coconut.
But does he love lime and coconut?
Oh, absolutely.
Does he put the line?
That's exactly what they're doing. There are some exotic booze that have come through the port in Ironshire, rum, made from sugar cane, and they have it all the way from so clear you think the bottle's empty to, is that tar in a bottle? The consistency isn't quite the same, and they are shaking these bottles up and they're putting shots of that in this busted open coconut, and they're just squeezing a lime or a pineapple over top. That kiosk is doing well.
Oh, sure.
Yes,
Are
we're
you
definitely.
familiar with that alcohol? What is that?
You are, because you were on Haraway's ship, drinking all of his alcohol, and Haraway had a lot of rum.
Nice.
Also, during your time in Janantowich, they do have
It's
some
silly.
trading with buccaneers, like Haraway once be. So you would be familiar with rum, as that does make its way into those local taverns. You
I
also,
still
of
have a
course,
ship. I'm still a
have
captain.
sugar back in the Fey
Yeah.
Woods, so.
I was only
Yeah.
temporarily not a captain, and I'm still a captain. I have a ship. Greenwald doesn't believe me, but I've got a ship.
He thought it was really cute that you pulled out the ship in the bottle, and he was like, oh, haha!
I'll show him.
He didn't get it.
So we're gonna get some coconuts. Mine will have rum in it.
Yeah, you get some coconut drinks. They got all manner of different fruit and stuff that they could squeeze into there. And
Perfect. Give those to the shitlins.
yeah, Kenosi's just like, he gets it, and there's this little reed straw coming out. And he just like puts it in his mouth, picks it up out of it, and just starts chewing. He just eats
Let him
the
have
straw.
his fun.
It's
fine.
probably paper, so it's fine.
It's a reed. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a hollowed
It's
out.
natural.
It's just a naturally hollow reed. And then he just starts kind of like chewing on the outer shell of the coconut. He's a baboon, and he's just taking it apart.
Yeah.
There's liquid in there, and he's like, and he slams it back and is extremely pleased with that.
Excellent. Yeah, I guess we'll go buy Adara some new clothes.
Yeah, there are some very fine wares here.
Okay.
All the way up to very expensive. There's silk and stuff. There's thread counts that they don't even bother counting. It's like, thread count, don't bother, honey, you can't afford it.
So like mid-priced dress,
Yeah,
some pants, and then
Yeah.
a couple shirts,
sure.
some undergarments,
Yeah.
just basic things.
Spend maybe, 10, 20 gold on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Kenosi can pick out an outfit.
If he wants to. If
He
he
wants
didn't
to.
want to wear the vest, so I don't know.
Kenosi kind of like looks over the things awkwardly for a little bit, and as you guys are
I wanted to get a hat too.
as you guys are helping Adara out with things, Kenosi finds this little top hat
Yes.
made for like a toddler. It's like, your dapper baby section, just his size.
Perfect. We get the hat.
Could they add a strap onto it, perhaps? Or the tailors could add a strap, I'm sure.
The tailors could add a strap. These guys could add a strap
Yeah.
easily. The tailors have a booth here as well if you want to take it to them and have your, friend business.
Yeah, we'll
Do
go
it.
support a local business.
Yeah, they only charge maybe 2 copper pieces to attach a simple strap to it
Sure, thanks.
Sweet.
to fit it to Kenosi. Yeah, he's got a little top hat now. He loves it.
Yeah, my man, my son.
He doesn't wear it all the time. It kind of gets in the way of his ears every now and then. It feels kind of awkward, but every now and then as he's walking by, people will be like, do this motion. He'll be like, he just starts copying them, and eventually he learns the hat tip.
Perfect.
Nice. Yep, that's
Good for the shopping desires. For the
Exotic
guys.
plants.
Yes, exotic
Houseplants and
plants.
things.
Yes. You make your way. They're kind of tucked away towards the back, but as you go, there is just this strange woman. She has this just weathered out, dyed green. Maybe it was blue and then turned green. It needs redone. Kind of hair. She's got these wiry crystal glasses on. Lanky, kind of darker skinned. What can I do for you? You looking for some real good plants to bring home? Something better? Something to actually... Nobody here hangs plants out their window. They got their little gardens and stuff, but nobody
has
ever...
plants around here anyway.
Yeah. It's a real shame. I mean, inside the city, there's not usually a whole lot of space, but that's why I invented this, and she just has a hinged board with 2 latches to put to your window.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks she invented it,
Yeah.
but let her have her thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is she weirded out that she's talking to a rabbit?
Absolutely. Are you the one talking to her, or are you talking through proxy through Itzelli?
I mean, if I'm
guess,
talking to
yeah.
you, then she'll hear me anyway.
You're
Unless
not
we're
wrong.
Could
speaking
do
Sylvan.
the sweet rabbit whispers into her ears or something.
I guess I could. I'm just waiting for the time that I'm like a spider and I'm just like sitting in someone's ear and they're uncomfortable the entire
Because
time.
that's kind of what I've been assuming is happening. It's like you're on Itzelli's shoulder,
Yeah.
and Itzelli's doing the talking, and you're kind of like every now and then like, oh yeah, that hat for Kenosi is awesome. And,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, of course, spin for that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I've been assuming.
That's fine. Yeah,
Is that the
that's-
case
that's-
here as well, or
that's
do you
generally
personally wish to speak with her?
I mean, you looked directly at me and spoke to me,
Yeah.
so that's why I
That's-
spoke to you.
I said
But
nothing.
if she's
Yeah.
speaking to Itzelli, then we'll just, because that's how we kind of run it the whole time anyway. That's
Yeah.
why I go with you, because a talking rabbit's weird and a rabbit can't carry very much at all. So,
You
especially
do
with-
travel with a lot of exotic animals. I'd imagine that some plants would be on the way for that as well.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? She's got all manner of stuff. Lots of tropicals. Lots of locals as well. Really nice flowers. All kinds of good stuff.
Nice. We want a little bit of both. We want
She, of
some-
course, as well, is selling, a couple vegetable plants and some seeds
Yes,
and
we
stuff.
want things like that. We want some seeds. We want some vegetable plants, possibly fruit if we think it could survive in this climate, or if I could grow it inside.
Well, if you have a way to produce light, you could potentially grow these inside. If you have a good chunk of room, they only get a couple of feet high and then produce one fruit up at the top. They've been doing them over. I see you've got the coconut.
It's
Did
a
you get-
pineapple.
It's the pineapple is the one that they do. It doesn't come from a tree. It
You
just
could make pina colada. Oh well, we don't have room.
comes in a single batch kind of
Good.
thing.
It's just gonna take a little bit of adventuring.
There is also, of course, the banana, if you really have room. But that's a lot of moisture, it's a lot of attention.
We have that room
And it's a
with
lot
the
of
oasis
headroom.
in the dungeon
Yes, we do.
with that clean water in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a lot of room in there.
Mm-hmm.
And no light.
We can fix this.
We can fix that.
You
Yeah.
can fix that.
You got a person who can enchant shit. We just need someone to cast
I have a
daylight.
lot of gold. It's just-
So
I want these plants.
Yes.
I'm gonna whistle for our little crew of henchmen to
Oh,
get
I was gonna say,
cart.
can they deliver? But our henchmen can deliver.
Yeah, there's a guard around. He goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, yes, Charlie. You require something?
Yeah, we need a cart.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll go fetch for it to this stall here.
Yes.
Do you need people to draw it, horse to draw it?
Whatever's more convenient.
Okay, I'll see what's available." And yeah, he turns and skedaddles off. A little while later, a horse-drawn cart shows up. Single man working the reins.
How much for?
We'll take some of the bananas, pineapples. I want some seeds. I want some flowers, and I want some of the large
We'll
tropicals.
take the lot.
A good spread of the field, of course, yes. And she starts just
And I'll give you the gold for later.
loading plants onto the cart. It's expensive. How much gold do you have?
I have 1,400.
Okay, good. Take that down by 4.
Okay, that's fine.
400.
400.
Okay.
Yes.
I've got a magic item I need to make today. I
Yeah?
didn't know that I needed this, but now I need it.
You got the money for it? You got the stuff?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You know, I've
you-
got those rose-tinted ruby
Help
glasses.
me.
Yes.
I'm enchanting them with the protection from bright lights spell.
Yeah. Classic.
I got some sunglasses that are rose-tinted.
Fuck yeah.
Love that. Are they heart-shaped?
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. You guys see a good couple of the people that you know from drinking at the bar, from the military and stuff, in the crowd at any point. They'll give you waves, maybe a polite little conversation or whatever. Is there anybody specific that you want to talk to today?
No, but can I make just a perception so while we're walking around, if we hear anything interesting?
Yeah.
Like either about the Mad Kingsman, about any of these guys' competitors for the next day?
Sure,
I'll
sure.
roll 2. It's a good call.
Also,
No, not very good.
your magic item is done. I just need to pick it up.
Yeah, but I also scrolls for tomorrow.
Yeah. Are you gonna pay for them? They're expensive. They're not expensive at all, actually.
How expensive is not expensive?
Well, I only have caster level 1. So.
But you can do some of mine too,
But I
right?
can do some of hers. But it's spell level plus caster level times 25, or times caster level times 25 gold.
Well, I have 120 gold because I just gave you all my gold to make that other thing. So.
Yeah. So
Nah.
So you
I can make you a lot of. I
I
can
still
make
have
you
gold
4
scrolls.
first level scrolls.
What about how much are second? No, so 2
It'd
times.
be 50 apiece.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you can
Yeah.
make me 2.
Yeah, or I can make you 2 level 2.
Well, it'd be 50 if you're creating it at first caster level, which
Right.
you can't do. You'd have to make it at least third caster level, because that's the caster level that is the requirement for second level spells, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be 5
Yes.
times 25.
Yes.
Or I'm sorry, it'd be 6 times 25 because we.
So I can't afford that.
No.
Okay.
Either way, you could afford it. My math's wrong, but you wouldn't be able to afford it anyway.
Fine. Hopefully you'll just have a couple casts of it that you can hit me with during it.
Hopefully some mercy will be taken upon poor Zelly.
Yeah, no, I can do it, especially because I always forget that you can use the higher spell slots for lower level spells.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's Pathfinder standard, but it's...
Hey, if it's your game, that's
Yeah.
fine.
75.
Cool.
So it'd be 75 gold apiece if we're making them at first level.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't know, I'll need at least 3 hits of it probably.
Well, it's a second level spell. It's
Gotcha. So it'd be 6 times 25.
Yeah,
Much more expensive.
that's fine. Anyway, the perceptions. Sorry,
yeah, mine
Yes.
was not very good.
Oh,
Not very good. What'd you get?
Well, plus I have my auditory
Yeah.
penalty.
Yeah, you are deaf in one ear.
Yeah.
Which
So-
you could also fix.
15 total.
15 total.
27.
27 is much better. With the 15, you do get 1.
Okay.
The both of you hear very obviously. It is Sir Tyler, that regeneration guy. He is throwing his arms up. He is complaining. He was just talking to a constable for the games. He is extremely upset. He has just learned that the brawl is until either forfeit or knockout.
Mm.
And since he can be knocked out, his whole strategy is out the window.
Yeah.
Hurts.
He was planning on just running his head into the enemy until the enemy decided that beating him up was either no longer worth their time or he got him.
Okay.
He is very upset about that. You hear, as you are going through, let me look at my bracket one more time to make sure that I've got my correct lineup here. Yeah. Sir Ping, the little guy, teleports all the time. He has recovered from his bee stings. And he's been asking around about this Domingo fella. And you overhear a couple of times the conversations. You kind of walk the same way as him and just happen to overhear. Nobody seems to know anything about who this Domingo guy is. They know he's a Navy fella, because that's what he's registered as. That's it. Let me double check the ship that he is registered to, because that would be knowledge that you would be able to gain from this.
And he's in the brackets with you guys?
He's in the brackets for the brawl, yeah. He's in the far bracket from you, but still in it. Where am I?
And you're not in the brawl, right? You're just in the 1v1 in the joust.
Navy. That's the Navy. He is on the battleship the Ironshire.
Okay.
And he seems to be the only one here from that ship.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Alright.
Are there ships named after every shire?
There are, yeah.
Except
Well,
for
not quite.
Not quite.
Yeah, there's not a ship for not quite.
You can name your ship, not quite.
no.
That.
Battleships are generally named after places.
People or things.
Yeah, people or things. There's, of course, the cruisers tend to be named after famous people and stuff like that. Things like medical ships tend to be named after deities or constellations. So yeah, we could go through just about the whole list because the names of the ships in the Navy are not hidden, but they also wouldn't necessarily be too terribly telling because they are just names of ships.
Alright, yeah, I think with that we'll take our loaded cart of plants.
Yeah.
Plants.
Did you get Adara a nice dress?
Yes, I got Adara a dress, some
She
pants,
loves it.
and several new shirts, as well as some more undergarments. Kenosi got a top hat.
It can go with his armor!
Can go with his arm.
Beautiful! A helmet was one thing I did not get.
Now he's got a top hat.
Oh, that's fucking glorious.
The difference here being he wasn't forced into it.
He wasn't forced to wear the armor either.
You put him in it.
But then he's getting there. He's starting to like it.
The next time you guys reconvene, Oozle, you're coming up on exhausted. Your lay on hands are not going to postpone any longer. You need rest, bud.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as soon as I'm done training, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just go home and crash.
Oh, and as you guys are heading out, do you hear the end for what would be the finals for the archery competition at the end of the week? Do you see who's in it?
Stop by.
Sure.
Aslo, the kid. You see the mysterious old man. And who was the last guy that was set to be in?
Felix.
No, Felix unfortunately did not make it. It
It's
was
fine. Archery's not my thing either.
the one
It's okay.
twin. Where's his fucking name?
He's
It's my evocation twin. I believe Darren.
Felix is not the type of
I've lost my paper. We're gonna say Darren was the one.
Okay.
The twin with the evocation magic. The one who was ever so slightly better at shooting.
Perfect.
And that's the lineup. It's those three, and they're gonna be in an all-out shootout 2 days after Bacchus's day, day before Zeus's day. You guys head back to the bar. Are you going to have the bar open for the night, or are you just running kiosk?
Probably just kiosk.
Probably just kiosk.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you to hit my shoulder real quick though, if you can.
Events do run, these days there's not too terribly much partying.
Yeah,
So
people are
yeah.
trying to be prepared.
Yeah, people are trying to, there's a very small portion are people trying to be prepared.
Mhm.
There's still plenty of drinking. It's just not necessarily like last night at the fairgrounds, So you could very well have your bar open to normal business and still see a decent flow of folk.
Yeah, if Phil and Johnny think they can handle it, we can take care of other things.
And who's running the kiosk?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we're still out there. So.
Yeah, you guys would have to participate if you were going to open the bar.
I think
no.
we'll probably
Just
good.
close it,
Yeah,
yeah.
close
Okay.
it down. That's cool with you guys.
As nighttime comes, there's a knock at the door.
One answer.
Yeah, it's Nelson from the other adventuring party.
How are
He
you
looks miserable. He goes, I know the sign says y'all ain't open or whatever, but I was wondering if maybe you'd make an exception, given the circumstances.
Circumstance. You're right. You look kind of down.
Yeah, just been having a rough one,
Oh, sorry. We got in. We'll get with our finest apple.
Yeah, he Nelson comes in.
That was a 29 on my perception to hear him because I went upstairs.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
you
come
hear
down.
Haraway let someone in. And,
Yeah, I'll come down.
yeah, you see Nelson. He just winds up sitting down at one of your tables. He doesn't have a spear or anything with him, of course. He gets 2 pints of ale, Sets one in front of himself. He sets one at the far side. And he just quietly drinks.
Just push it towards him.
Yeah. You push the second one towards him?
Yeah.
Are you sitting at the table with him? He takes like one of your little tables.
Absolutely.
Oh.
I'm just gonna leave.
Right. So he would put it at he's not putting it in front of you.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. He's putting it in an empty seat.
Gotcha.
And he just kind of is sipping on his pipe. And he goes, no, sorry, it's a tradition thing.
Oh, it's for Tatiana.
Oh, sorry.
And he puts the mug back over and he goes, I'll order my own from here on just fine if that's okay with you. And he gives you a nod as you come downstairs.
Would you like some company, friend?
I'd have it if you're willing, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll just pop a squat next to him.
Yeah. He just kind of quietly drinks the first pint, gets the second, goes about halfway through, and that whole thing was just fucked, man.
Agreed, it was far from ideal.
It just shouldn't have happened that way.
What do you mean?
I moved to Silvershire recently to join the Adventurers Guild there. Because I had a latent talent manifest. And of course, at that point, then it was either military service or this. Nothing fancy, nothing that can be really trained. I see at night really well. But I grew up good couple hamlets over, past Hunter's Haven. They're no longer really populated anymore. The military's cleared out most of the peasantry and sent them up north towards the Iron Mountains in some more secure holdings there. Says this area is a little more dangerous and that there's higher risk of the barbarians coming through. I don't think it's true. But I've dealt with the lizard folk before. A lot. They're usually relatively friendly. My assumption was that Gato's crew stumbled upon a caravan. None of them live in the area. They migrate between the far south and somewhere north of here. Usually, you spook them. They trail off. They don't do too terribly much. Maybe one of the wizards will cast some little illusion spell or a disruption at you, and they'll mosey on their way. These guys, though, man, we showed up, and Victoria circled around the outside to prepare to go charge in front of them, just scare them off like I had kind of instructed. They were prepared. She ran her horse by in front, and they were throwing spears in at it, and they charged immediately. They had some hidden guys in the bush. I don't know how, but this tribe, man, they knew we were coming, and they were ready for it.
Well, in the information that Jeff gave us, he said that they were attacking, didn't he?
Right. It did say that, but here's how dispatches go in the military, right? Some pompous fucking commander goes walking his way through the woods thinking he owns the place. He runs into something that he doesn't know or understand. It's in a tribal band. They got some weapons, so he attacks them. What do? They hold their ground because it's all they can do. They can't run faster than a man. He goes, sets up a little camp, and sends back for aid saying that he's been attacked. You mix that in with, there were those rebel guys to the south too, actually attacking. Things can get confused in a dispatch pretty easy. There's no reason that those lizard folk, they didn't have any homes there. They weren't burrowing or anything. I've seen it a million times, man. They just travel through the area. Sometimes they steal from farms and stuff, which is why you gotta run them out. But whatever that sniper in the wood was, I don't know. I don't think it was one of them.
Do you have any thoughts on what it could be?
I don't know. But there were two other factors going on there that just got my head pounding. When I went back, there weren't any bodies. It wasn't more than a couple hours we were gone from the field. Animals don't work that fast. There weren't any drag marks. There was one set, and it looked almost like a giant worm or something belly crawling through the area. Couple blood stains left, nothing more. Didn't find anything at Tatiana, didn't find anything, and he just kind of like glances at the mug at the table. On my dog, nothing.
Well, the mug's for the dog. That's cute. Fuck Tatiana.
There's something fucked up in them woods, man. At least 2 things fucked up in them
That's
woods.
the conclusion.
Whatever that sniper is, if he was working with them lizard folk, I hope he migrated with them. I saw those arrows coming out, man. It looked like they were made of pure energy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I unfortunately don't know much about the lizard folk. Didn't really have to deal with them where I come from.
Huh. It just, that's not how they should react. We were going to have Victoria kind of trounce by in front of them, make some noise. We were going to wave our arms and walk out of the wood and just, you know, they'd move on.
Well, they seem pretty well organized and determined to stand and fight.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They don't do that, man. The kobolds around moving through the area, they just want to go. And if you charge through, give them a little spook, but you don't attack them, they choose running first. But we didn't swing at all. Took Victoria's horse down in one volley. They had weapons specifically prepared for that. And then we start going out waving arms like crazy. That caster guy, all he did was throw bolts of evocation at Tatiana. The only thing that saved any of us at that point was that she focused in warding magic and was able to deflect things like that. It was just a bad matchup on his part.
I do find it interesting that they just had weaponry prepared.
Yeah.
No bodies, you say?
That's what I'm the most worried. Do you enter the conversation at this point? That's what I'm the most worried about. Whatever the hell that was in the woods that's dragging around taking these bodies away, it didn't leave no gory mess. The only thing that could do something like that is if it could like swallow them whole and move on. But there ain't no way that there's something that big hanging out in the woods.
I mean, there's some weird creations out there.
I propose a hunt shortly after the tournament. Scout the woods. The kobolds have probably moved on by now.
Yeah, you think so? I know they've moved on by now.
As
I
you
was
said,
able to follow their trail up just past towards the poison swamps. They were going to go the long way around. They're not allowed to use the King's Bridge, of course, or whatever.
Well, as I said, something typically you wouldn't find something as large to scoop up people like that out there. So it's got to be easy to find. It can't be something that big hiding easily out there.
It's out there, it is, but if it's working with whatever that thing was that were shooting those bolts of energy at us too, I don't think the 4 of us have any business being out and about there. I think after this, Victoria's heading right back to Silvershire. I don't think she's getting what she was looking for out of here at all. She was seeking some glory and notoriety or whatever. The turnout for the tournament's great, but after the joust, if she don't win, there's nothing here for her. No one's going to learn her name.
We're about to create like spooky mythology of this woods.
Vic doesn't even have a body to take back and bury. He's got to go back at least to go tell her parents the news.
What are your plans after this?
I'm not too sure. I'm licensed, and under the Silver Shores, I'm more than welcome to do solo work or pick up with other Silver Shore bands. I don't think our crew is going to stay together, but I might head back to headquarters, see maybe what kind of work is around. I'm not a cold weather guy, but fuck, at this point, maybe up north is looking pretty good.
Well, just to extend the offer, if you so desire, our party is always looking for assistance, and you seem to handle yourself well, so...
Right. The bylaws are kind of weird about it. You're allowed, as an adventuring party, to hire another adventuring party. If I was to take on solo work under Silver Shores, you could hire me out through their office. Otherwise, though, just me deciding to band up with you is considered me betraying my contract, and I would then be expelled from Silver Shores, which,
I mean, you see what good that's done, yeah.
yeah, well, the pay's decent enough, and I got out. I'll be fine. Maybe I'll just take some time. Under my contract, of course, with the king being a magical sport, I have to complete something within my adventuring capabilities a year, but I think my tour of service here will do me for at least a good couple of months. Maybe go scrounge around some animal shelters or something.
Well, how you about this, right? You say you're taking some time. You're set for just a couple of months. After the tournament, we're going to hit the shores. You know, head out. We got something to do, some business out in the islands. I've got a boat. You could take some vacation time.
You're going to the Pirate Isles.
No, just the isles. An isle. What's the name of the isle called? It's the place with the things.
Please hold. I'm pretty sure it was dragon something.
Yeah.
Sanctuary.
Yes.
The Dragon Sanctuary. But it's a bit of a trip, you know, there's some time in between.
The island overrun by demons?
Allegedly. But I've got tale that there's this magic spoon over there.
Didn't that whole gang of paladins go there not a couple years ago and die?
Yeah, some crippled group of nobodies.
I don't know. I heard that they were a pretty big deal over on that other continent.
Oh. I'm gonna kick the shit out of you underneath the table.
You can try.
But I guess Scandinavia isn't necessarily known for producing a whole lot of fighting types.
Right.
So
Maybe you pick up a nice animal while we're out there.
look, I'm gonna be honest, you know. I range these kind of woods. Tropical settings, volcanic settings. It's not my forte, man.
But have you tried rum?
No.
It's worth it.
That's just the alcohol, right?
Yes.
But
That's
you
the
guys are
best
just
fish you
going
can make.
you guys are just going to the Dragon Sanctuary.
Yep.
Where there's no people?
Yep, to find a spoon.
We can
They make
stops
no
along
rum?
the way.
I would make a
To
stop
find
along
us-
the way there.
I'm sorry, a spoon?
Yeah, spoon. Pray tell, alright, once upon when I was a wee lad, there's an artifact floating around. It's a spoon, a Sir Smiles himself. And I've got it on good word that it's out there. Yeah, I won't bluff.
Oh, that's. You roll bluff?
Wait, that's not even
Yeah.
a bluff, isn't it? Oh no, we're going there to kill his brother, right? Or something like that?
You're going there to meet Smiles for a mission.
Meet spouse, okay.
No, because it's not I didn't say that the spoon
Yeah.
is at the Dragon Sanctuary.
You said that you were after a spoon and that you had heard about it on
and that
good
it's
word.
out there.
Smiles, the god of arcane trickery?
Right.
I don't.
Easy peasy. Should just be a collection job.
How much is a spoon worth, I suppose? I don't.
Hundreds of gold. It's an artifact from my god.
Yeah, I guess. I just.
It's been lost for ages.
I don't know, man. I don't have a lot of use for that. I like you guys just fine, don't get me wrong, but going to an island full of demons for a spoon?
And rum.
But there's not going to be any rum there.
Question.
I just don't think that I can make that happen, guys.
This is a question for just the DM.
Yes.
So I rolled a wisdom check, and just like straight wisdom,
Uh-huh.
and I got a 21 to try to determine if it is a bad idea and how much of a bad idea, if it was a bad idea, would it be to talk about what the fuck went down on that island.
He's enjoying the distraction at this point, but when he was sitting down quietly and drinking, he seemed on the verge of tears. When he first put that ale on at the empty chair, he wasn't doing well. He's very unhappy.
Well, I mean, just
That's
sharing a war story about what the fuck happened there.
That
Obviously
is-
omitting some details.
You want to
How bad
admit
it-
that you were one of the paladins.
Yeah, that wisdom check was just to see, like, is this a bad idea?
Are you trying to talk him into going?
No, just while they were fucking sitting here and he was shit talking
Don't fuck
all the
this for me.
paladins that fuck and all the things you fucked for me, sir. Anyways,
If you don't want him to go, you're more than welcome to share that you were one of the paladins, right? There is no, like, ban on the Church of John here or anything like that. The Bonebreaker is very highly revered by the Mad Kingsmen and stuff. Your paladin association has no official beef with the royalty or anything. So you're not in any trouble necessarily. He might not believe you because the official story is that everybody died.
I'll just stick with that then.
Okay.
You know, suppose you don't even go with the island with us, right? There's this lovely dog sanctuary. They run in these big bears of dogs in Scandinavia. We drop you off there, circle back to the island, come and pick you up.
I'm sorry, this voyage that you're taking, where all are you going?
What?
Because if you're going to go all the way down and around the continent
It's not the first time I've done it.
to go then further south to hit Scandinavia just to then come all the way back
Yeah. Listen, I've done it for less gold.
into
To help a friend get a new pup, and to get a magic spoon.
I don't know if I'm officially allowed to leave to Scandinavia under my contract.
Who's gonna say?
The guards at the docks.
Oh, we don't need him. My ship's not docked anywhere the guards have been. Got my own charter and everything. Would you like
You
to see
don't-
it? I just pull the ship.
Yeah, he looks at you really, and then he gets even more confused. And he looks at you, he's like,
Yeah, it quite literally, he pops that bottle open and the ship comes out. It's fucking crazy.
it's fantastic.
Saves on docking fees.
You still have to register where you're going through with the Navy, though.
Depends on where I set and sail from. How's the Navy gonna know? They're not gonna be around.
Well, if any Navy ship pulls broadside with you and challenges you for your papers,
Then I'll say, I'm a wandering adventurer mourning the loss of a dear friend. I'll pay the fine, I'll move on.
You guys live more dangerously than I care to, it seems. I appreciate the offer, and whereas I would love to go visit this animal sanctuary, there's plenty of strays around here that need a good home.
Alright, well,
I do appreciate it, you guys.
you know where to find us after the tournament if the offer's, still ringing in your ears there.
Yeah. Perhaps another time. Perhaps when you get back from your demon slaying journey, God's permitting.
Well, at least one.
Perhaps then we'll have our paths cross again.
I look forward to that day, friend.
Thanks for letting me in for a couple beers. Everywhere else to drink is just too loud tonight.
Of course. You're always welcome here.
He finishes his one beer, pays for all three, and heads out.
You know what? They're on the house.
Thank you, friend. Anything else for the night?
Heal me. I don't know if I have the
my shoulder!
I don't know if I have the capability for that.
Yeah, restoration can heal. Lesser restoration can heal one medical condition.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Give her a slap.
Yeah.
Cast a spell. No more penalty on that shoulder.
Woo!
You're good.
I'm gonna go to bed because I got
It works as it should
before
be.
you guys go to sleep. So I
Scrolls?
mean, I can give you a little. Well, I can't do the scrolls myself, but tomorrow, if I'm in the right mindset for it, if I know what kind of aid you might need, I can give some magical aid. I can make you a little bit stronger, maybe a little bit faster with your reflexes. I have spells for the noggin too. If you
So
want.
for tomorrow's just the brawl, right?
Yeah,
Or
tomorrow's
is,
just me.
Tomorrow is just the brawl, and there is no a winner is announced that day. It just
Okay.
goes through. You don't get your prize till Zeus's day if you win.
So out of
If
character,
you
I can give you like bull strength. I can give you owl's wisdom. I can give you cat's grace, which is either dexterity, wisdom, or strength.
Yeah, I probably just bull strength.
Bull strength.
Strength
Okay.
will be the most beneficial
Okay,
for me.
so I'll prepare that one for you tomorrow. Solid.
Tomorrow comes.
I'm sorry. Did I have time to make some more
Sure.
ice sculptures? Would you help me with ice sculpture, or are you doing
Yikes.
other things?
I've got nothing going on.
Okay.
Oh, do you wanna? How are we gonna get the plants down into the oasis and get them light?
Oh, yes.
That's something else you guys need to
Depends.
do.
Can anybody cast daylight?
I believe so. You can cast up to 4th level spells. You can easily cast.
I'm
it
pretty
away.
sure
I think
I
it's
have
2nd level
daylight.
for you.
We can use an ant hall to get them all down. Bottled
Just
sunlight,
floating
what's
disco
that?
downstairs.
Bottled sunlight. That's a spell.
Daylight's a 3rd level spell, so yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
have
3rd
access to that. Never heard. Oh no, it's just an orb that contains the distilled essence of sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
But we can put it on like a toggleable thing and just use it like a light switch.
Could you make that?
Yeah.
Because
Do you have the money to?
it's actually very cheap. 100 gold points for a crafter.
Yeah. Easy. Crack it.
So we'd probably have to make a couple of those and put them around the room or something.
I can't imagine a 100 gold piece item has too terribly much of a radius to it.
Yeah.
In the morning, what's y'all two's plan?
So the morning hits. How many hours until the brawl thing starts?
4 hours. It starts right in the afternoon.
Would you like to train?
No. I've got other training to do. I go sit down at the bar.
And make more syrup.
So it would be more expensive,
Oh, you just
but it would
drink.
be more beneficial
A
if
little
we
bit,
just
yeah. I'm not
enchanted an
being
item
drunk,
with
but, like,
You're
daylight.
getting on the
Let's do
level.
that.
Because daylight
Yeah,
has
that
a
way
60-foot radius.
You know, it's time.
So we
Just
still-
gotta-
You're just
Probably
little
like
top
this
off and you're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Prepping.
Hell yeah.
Mentally preparing,
Perfect.
visualize, and attack.
I'm like full blown
Focus.
full blown like boxer coach
There's
status.
no
Like
spell.
as she's drinking, I'm like patting her
Well-
head dry and everything, like rubbing the shoulders.
Adara's getting into it. Absolutely.
Rocky
Kenosi's
music
into
starts
it.
playing.
Yeah,
A training montage with booze.
yeah. Adara's got her little
If
her
we
little
just do it
thing.
always on,
Da,
it
da,
would
da,
be less expensive.
She's getting so good with it already.
Always on, but that's
Oh,
still
man, hell yeah.
I think.
Okay. So I can save up.
Yeah, and then
We could just
freaking
do-
once the
I mean, if we
boxing
place it
thing
in the
comes
middle of
around,
the
I'll,
room, we
I'll,
just
I'll
do
go
it.
to support Zelly.
Yeah,
Some
it's
fight and shit.
Adara wants to go.
60.
Oh, absolutely. She can sit on my
If
shoulders.
we could like just hang a rope around the pipes that are in there
Mm-hmm.
and just dangle it down in the middle of the room,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll cover the entire room.
Solid.
I have
So
a
we can just do
plan
the one.
that's probably not
How much
great.
gold do you have?
Like
I'd love to hear the plan.
morally
Yeah.
Okay, I can
before
spot
each fight,
the 500
if
that we
Adara's
need
coming,
Okay.
and just
I'm
do it
just
that way.
gonna. Oh man, I really need to know what they're gonna do.
Was there a cost for the arm?
We'll see.
No,
She's been
'cause that
training her
was done
talents a little bit. So
by me, by her
She's here
team.
for backpack
so.
power. She's on my
Or
shoulders.
your
backpack
contracts.
of power.
Yeah, I don't
Still
think we
applies.
Okay.
Even if I'm
yeah,
not
so
wearing
Yeah.
we can do that.
Okay.
Spend your first half of the day doing that.
Yep.
Perfect. Second half of the day, it's Ellie's going to the brawl. You two going to support as well.
Yeah, because I need to hit this one with some bull strength.
Perfect. You guys head to the list field. You go as well, or you just hang? Okay.
So
I-
it would be
yeah.
+2 to.
Gotta support your friends.
Got a couple of tricks up my sleeve.
Yeah. The first bouts go.
Because it's a +4 to the score.
Got it.
We begin the day with Sir Blitz. Everybody loses their minds. He's super famous. Everybody loves him. His skin is glowing and radiant. Beautiful dark caramel. Dreadlocks. Super confident look. He's in this very nice tunic. And then a couple of people, some mages that you know. Lady Moran's there, Alicia's there, and stuff like that. Take to the field and cover it in water. And Blitz hits the mud, and everybody goes crazy. Jose comes in on the other side, bare-chested, tattoos of flames all over. He goes, all right, man, let's go. And he sets himself on fire. Immediately, Blitz just kind of chuckles, and out of his fist begins pouring this black ichor substance.
Oh.
It coalesces around his hands and forearms. It seems to come out around his feet as well. He kicks onto the mud, and he starts ice skating almost
Okay.
as he goes. And Jose goes in for a big old tackle. His whole plan in this is to take it to the mud and burn him out. Blitz lands one solid fist right in his gut. Puts him out. Blitz takes first round. Kyle, the sleepy guard,
Come on, Kyle.
thin frame, kind of wiry looking fella. He gets on dark circles under his eyes. He steps into the mud. He takes off his shirt. Pale. So pale. Lady Kylie hits the stage. She starts kind of jumping up and down a little bit, and you notice her legs start moving faster and faster and faster and faster. She has super speed. The whistle is blown. Kyle kind of takes the center of the stage as she starts darting around incredibly fast. She makes one huge play. She dives straight for him, going to take it to the ground. She goes through him.
Oh.
Kyle disappears.
Izella just loses her mind.
She hits the mud face first. He appears over top her, jumps into the air, and just lands full elbow on the back of her head.
elbow.
She's out.
God
Kyle
damn.
takes the first round
Go!
and is revealed that he is indeed a shadow mage.
Okay, Sleepy Kyle.
It's
we
Ellie.
got that.
Your name is called. You step onto the field, and in the blue corner, her opponent from the Adventurers South, Tatiana! And everybody kind of goes quiet for a moment. And a guy like races up to the thing and is like,
Mhm.
"Hey, bro, that's just fucking dead." And it's like,
Oh my fucking gosh, you're fucking dead.
"Oh, I'm terribly sorry. This news has reached me late. The winner is Zelly." And everyone's kind of like,
Charlie.
or yeah, Charlie. It's like, yeah, woo. Everybody kind of has like this little heart palpitation moment. You win the first round by proxy of showing up.
Well fought, champ.
How many rounds?
That was a good fight. You kept your hands up.
Three.
Yeah.
Because this it would have been 4, but I didn't have to fight her. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you make it all the way, 3 rounds. After that, Sir River, little fella, lightning reflexes, gets onto the field, facing this Sir Troy. Nobody seems to know him. He's just some army guy. River immediately starts kicking into overdrive, his extra little speedster ability. Now that you're watching it from the outside, you can see little bits of this blue lightning crackle around him as he goes. And every time he lands a blow, you see Troy's hair start standing on end. And soon enough, Troy is overwhelmed with the speed and goes down. After that, Tyler, the regeneration freak, he gets onto the field. He seems to be like scrounging around in the mud for something. He finds a little rock, bashes himself on the head with it, and begins bleeding. Lets out this little war scream. He's hoping for the intimidation play at this point. And a woman takes the stage opposite from him. She has relatively short-cut hair, big purple streak that comes down, very vibrant, very freshly done, otherwise black hair. Her hands are in her pockets. As they are called to begin, Tyler charges. She starts walking up, takes a hand out, and on first contact, grabs Tyler's fist, and he stops still. His eyes begin moving frantically, but his mouth does not move. His arms and legs stood still. As she grabs him with her other arm, twists him over into the mud, and goes, "You're the guy that regenerates, right?"
Oh no, this is about to get
And you hear,
nasty.
"Ah, ah," and she goes, "Yeah, Yeah, and she puts a foot on his chest and sinks his head beneath the mud. And simply waits until the bout is called.
This. Regenerating won't stop you from drowning in mud, my guy.
No.
How unfortunate.
Lady Cola wins.
Damn.
Right, you gotta watch out for that one. Can't let her touch you.
After that, Ping, our teleporting boy, and this strange Domingo fella. Short, stocky, broad shoulders, military buzz cut hair. Pretty impressive stature. He's just kind of rolling his shoulders around, winding up. There's an older gentleman over with him. They're hanging out. He takes to the field, and Ping just starts pinging around. He's teleporting left and right. Domingo moves slow, very brutish, very deliberate. Ping's landing these light hits. It seems to do almost nothing to him. Eventually, you see Domingo, as he's taking these small hits, he's mouthing words to himself. You can do a perception to discern.
18.
He's counting. And he's counting in a pattern. And eventually he goes 1, and then 2, 3. And he's getting hit every time he counts to it. 1, 1. And on the 4th repeat, he spins on his heels and throws this humongous haymaker as Ping appears right over that shoulder. Connects with his gut. Ping hits the ground hard. And by the roll, Ping gets back up and barely finishes the bout and is able to wear him down before he is fully able to figure out his teleportation's pattern. Ping wins. Sir Tom, big fella, beer gut, really enjoyed the food. His name is called. He grabs this mighty turkey leg, mutters a few words, takes one huge bite off of it. He begins to glow a little. Puts it down on a tray, takes to the field. As Vic comes on, barrel-chested, hairy, short, stocky man, fiery red hair.
Vic!
And these two guys, this is the second longest bout, just behind Ping and Domingo, but it is the bloodiest bout, as they just beat the fucking tar out of each other.
Can I roll Profession Knight to try to be like shouting out coaching tips to Vic?
Yeah, go for it, yeah. His left ankle's weak.
18.
Yeah, 18 on the die. You give Vic some encouragement. You give him some good advice, and it's like, leg sweep, leg. And yeah, Vic goes for it, takes him to the ground, and starts pounding him down there. Vic wins. On to the second bout. Kyle's name is called. He slinks onto the stage. He is put back on his shirt, and he takes it off once more, revealing his glowing pale skin. It's getting a little red. He's only been exposed for maybe a minute total. And it's Zelly.
Alright,
Charlie's name.
you gotta watch out for that teleportation. It's almost like fighting Ping. He just disappears. You got this.
While he's encouraging you, I'll
Just wait for
hit
the
you with a bull
reaction.
strength.
Exactly.
Don't fight offensively. React to him.
You know,
Use the
you want
feints,
some fast
swing at him,
reflexes,
wait
I
for
can
him
do
to
that
come
too.
at you. You got this.
Dexterity too.
Fucking.
Well, how many casts can you do per day?
I could
For the
use
second
I could
level.
use some of the higher spell slots if we could.
Because you'll have to potentially make your way through 2 more fights.
Yeah. At the very least, I can give you the bull strength for each one. If you want a couple dexterity, I can do that too.
Let's just do the bull strength for this one
Okay.
and save the bonus spells for the later ones.
Gotcha.
What the bracket's looking like right now, you win this one, you're fighting Blitz next.
Yep, that's why I want to save it for the later rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after this, the finals, if you get that far, you've seen the competition. You know who's up there.
Yeah, it's gonna be gross. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, have my flask out, I'm walking on, just,
Yeah,
you know,
little sip.
just,
Kyle sees that and he goes, "Hey, you, is that like magic or?"
no, it's
So
just
just-
boost. You want some?
Fuck yeah. And he crosses over the field before the start is given. He'll take a shot of your booze and
Should use the queens.
cheers, bud. I appreciate it. And he walks back over.
I just want to shout, Yes, the plan worked.
You kind of turn like.
Nothing else.
He looks back at you and like his eyebrows just furrow for a little bit and he goes, I'm not gonna vomit bees, am I?
That would be really cool. No, I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about, man. We're just gonna beat the shit out of each other.
Cool, man. That's all I really care about.
Cool. Well, good luck.
And with that, the starting bell rings, and we shall roll initiative next time on Matt King.
I've been waiting all night for this.
It's fine. I'm gonna roll another fucking night check. You got your coach in the corner. Got you.
Oh, I forgot to handle one more thing. I gotta roll for one more. Yeah. As you are heading out, Adara says to you, he likes the left side.
This girl.
And she gives you one of her fate inspiration die. It is a d6 that you can roll at any point during this bout on any roll.
Nice.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you next week. You're still here? Video's over. But while I got you, like and subscribe. Consider